Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for some more League Lads season number 16 action. We are here tonight for another verified Royal Andy cast. They're taking on the 4 Pisces plus Serbian, aka HCIG 2 Sint DDR not W, aka the Sev Dark Team. And I am joined tonight by two co commentators, one of whom, if you've watched a Royal Andy game, then you already know who it is. Former DPC player, 10,000 matchmaking rating, good friend of the channel, and a man of many titles, Strawberry Shark, aka Slash the Sea Lion 62, aka Salad 37, aka Rook, aka Jim. How are you tonight, Jim?
I'm pretty good, thank you. This is I'm really hyped about this matchup. This is a lot of friends, lot of good eels in this matchup, some might say.
Speaking of friends and good eels, is our other co-commentator tonight, another former DPC player, a man of many talents, friend of many a dog, many high MMR from the mid lane. Not quite sure what words I'm saying, but it is Rojo Fireflu. How are you tonight, Rojo?
Free Peng.
Free
So
Xiaopeng
fucking
indeed.
true, man. Free Zhao Peng.
So before we go into the draft, I have a nice little story from our messages. So it's 9:01 p.m. The lobby is up, of course. Keep in mind the scheduled start time is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it's 1 minute late, so not too late. I invite Breezy out of the lobby, as I do. Breezy responds, "Wait, it's not 9:30." I say Breezy, dot, dot, dot. He then goes, all caps, 9:02. I was told it was getting moved. I sent a screenshot of the series time being 9 p.m. He then responds to a message from his team's Discord with Zakesy, aka Keshi, saying, the enemy team wants to start 9:30. And then I respond with a screenshot from the captain's chat where Zakesy says, asking team, sorry Dark, can't do 9:30. He then again puts in all chat, spamming his keyboard in the all chat, man, I'm reporting Keshi. So that's where Royal Andy's at internally right now.
Yeah, I'm in their Discord, so I could check and try to give you a better rundown, but I'm not that invested in it, to be honest, Badger. But I do appreciate your rundown. I think it makes like for a good storyline in the cast.
A little bit of internal miscommunication for Royal Andy, but I think both teams tonight have a little bit of internal stuff to figure out right now. I mean, Royal Andy, their communication outside of the server, but for the Dire side, it's their roles. They've been doing a bit of role swapping so far this season, and rumors are we'll see even more role swapping here again tonight.
Those are the rumors. Probably, since you said that.
I have indeed heard the rumors. How verified they'll be, we shall see. But I mean, one of the players who told me it's on the Dire team, so it's probably a
Oh,
good idea.
Lone Druid for oh wait, who's the Lone Druid player on Dire? I just realized that it was not Andy's team who picked the Lone Druid. Does anyone know who's playing on Dire?
It's prob. Actually, I have no idea then.
guys, I hate to say it, but the sub team could not have done too much research because they banned Racer.
Oh shit, yeah, that was a bit of a yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
they might have seen that he played it and they're like, oh, he just had a bad game. He's really good at it though. But you
we
know, maybe that's what's going on.
we witnessed the Andy Razor, and it was probably Andy's worst ever game in Lads. He's spent a lot of games in Lads. This is what Andy's like fifth season now.
Yeah,
Probably his worst game in Lads
I don't know
history.
if it was
So
actually his worst. He was because he wasn't that poor later on. Because there's probably some game where he's gotten throttled the whole game. You know what I
I
mean?
don't know, but he was
It
pretty
was not a
like.
good. To be clear though, Betcher, I'm not disagreeing with you on principle. It was not a good one. We can all agree with that. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Rojo?
It was a tough one. He was kind of
Yeah.
getting thrown the whole game. I mean, having like okay net worth on Razor with Mjolnir is
You know, it's not a great
inevitable.
position to be in, but I'm just saying, you know, Andy and I have played some tough lad series before, okay? Like that like I have a lot of, you know what I mean? Like
I've seen a lot of them, Jim. Either I've been in them as a
uh,
player with you guys, or I've casted them. I've probably casted or been in at least half of Andy's games, and I have never seen Andy struggle that much in the game.
I
Phoenix.
I also
Oh,
think that like because a lot of those games are tough because everybody's having a tough game. A lot of that was Andy. I hate to say it, but
yeah,
that
I
game
think
was
a
in a
decent
pretty
amount,
rough
but
spot.
to be fair, I think his teammates
Like
who were doing that well that game also started like they kind of were, you know, I think the whole team was struggling a bit that one, you know, which is how it goes sometimes. But I wouldn't disagree.
They picked interesting things. I don't know. I mean, I guess Seb just likes playing
I
that game. So
prefer
this
the
is a flex
Radiant draft a
before.
lot more right now, to be honest. I think like I
I
I
think there's
like
a good chance this is Seb's Monkey King on the 4.
yeah. I just don't know how much I love the lack of stuns with the Phoenix hero right now. And there's plenty
Yeah.
of room for them to pick up good egg hitters. So assuming that they do pick up good egg hitters, doesn't seem like it's the most protected. Maybe
I
if
mean, they
we
also gave Fox like a crazy
yeah,
Wyvern
it's a
game.
this is a crazy good Wyvern game. I'm actually really surprised that they didn't ban Wyvern after picking Lone Druid. That's kind of it's a little bit shocking.
Yeah. I mean, banning the Razor over that is
I am really curious if they did any scout. Not to like flame them at all. I love them all, but like I'm really curious if they did any scouting because
Now, from
like
what
they
I
played
know,
Wyvern a lot of times. No, like am I crazy? They played Wyvern like 4 times now, 5 times, 3, 2.
again, I know Dark's. As far as I know, Dark isn't the most like super serious lad scouter of all time. I know
Yeah.
a lot of our teams that Dark's been on in the lads context, he was not the guy doing the drafting and picking and banning. For example, when he played on ETW, that was Sasquatch's job, as an example. But you never know. Sometimes you never know.
See what else we got going on here. So got a sniper pick. All right,
yeah,
very
it's a
good
really
egg
good sniper
hitter.
game. It's just
Yeah,
a really good sniper game.
I feel like Andy's playing sniper this game. By the way,
Yeah, so do
he's
I.
probably he's probably like, man, what can I play that's good against Lone Druid? It's so OP, and they start like sniper guys. I got this. Andy is a
Do
rather proficient sniper player too. Andy's one of the people who have actually played sniper in bad patches for sniper.
I've,
So like when it's a good patch, it's like really it becomes a really easy hero.
yeah, I think you're probably supposed to pick Centaur here if you're
For I think Mars would be good too if they have a Mars
Mars is quite
player.
good. Yeah, Mars is good
Because
into
Mars
Wyvern.
would actually protect that. Sniper is a hero that's like, if they egg an arena, sniper is like unless he buys a blink dagger is never gonna touch the egg. You know what I mean? Like, so I think
That's
Centaur
true, but I
I
could
think
see
Centaur and
Mars
Mars are
struggling
both
a
really
lot
good.
into a sniper lane. I could see that being
Yeah.
quite tough for a Mars. And
Centaur,
also,
Centaur's banned.
Centaur's. Oh, okay. Well, then it's cooked. It's cooked.
That is not Mars.
It is not.
I don't actually mind the Storm Spirit pick though, but I definitely would not say that I like it.
I understand
Eh,
why they want to go for the storm. I'm just like, if Breezier does play sniper, then
no, there's no,
actually like
it's Breezy R, bro. There's a 0% chance. If he picks
it,
Sniper this game, like I'm not a Zhao Peng supporter because like that means I'm too dumb to support Zhao Peng. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think there's a 0% chance Breezy R plays the sniper just from like you know what I mean? Like I don't think
So
it's a him hero.
I did a look up on stats. Sniper has been played by Breezy R in pubs 251 times.
Yeah, I was thinking it sounds kind of like a Breezy R
Really?
hero because
When?
it's like wacky. It's like a
When was the last time
wacky,
he played
annoying.
He
sniper?
also has 17 games on it in competitive. But the last time he played Sniper was 9 months ago, so maybe he's not up
Okay.
to date on the new Shrapnel. When did Shrapnel change? Was it like in the last 9 months or what?
It was, I think, after he'd probably played that
Well,
last
it's like
time.
kind of crazy to me because I've never seen him play like a farming mid in lads ever. And I've casted a lot of Breezy R games, like a
But I
lot
mean,
of them.
sniper doesn't really have to be a farming hero. You can be psycho as fuck on it.
Yeah,
To
but
be fair.
it's not like a hero that's like that's suited for it. And like it just I like Badger. Have we ever seen Breezy R play like a carry from mid like farming type mid ever in our casts?
He hasn't, but I think Sniper can obviously play with lesser farm. I mean, think about Sniper. It's a very easy
I
hero
really
that
hope
can
they
play
don't
any
give it
role.
to Breezy R. By
Because
the way, I
think
think if
about
they
our team, right? Our team literally picked me Sniper, even though I hadn't played Sniper in years, and I didn't even know what the build was, and we still won. So if I can do
yeah,
it, then I'm sure Breeze can do it.
I don't think. I mean, I don't think it's a good fit for it. I don't think it's a good fit for their team because they're so used to playing with Breezy R rotating around so much, and like if you play sniper and you're doing that and you're just walking from lane to lane, like you're like trolling the game. Like maybe if you go like tranquil boots, windlace, like or drum boots first, you can do it. But like
I don't know. I think sniper's like okay at rotating with the
I
shrapnel
think he's
thingy.
pretty decent at rotating, like with his like TP available and stuff. But like Breezy R like rotates a lot. You know what I mean? Like like he's just a slow hero with no
It's just not
mobility
a good
spell.
safe lane sniper game. I just think is all. It's like really easy to get caught this game.
What if it's Sniper Sup Rubik mid?
I think his lane will be really probably
His lane should
pretty
be
chill.
okay. Yeah, his lane should be okay. I feel like there's like a million ways that he can get jumped.
I get
But
what you
maybe it
mean.
doesn't
Like, if
matter.
this, to be clear, if this was like a pub or something and you and I were queuing 1-2, like, I would tell you, yo, take the sniper from me, but like, I don't think that's a good idea for their team, you know? It's not about sniper like not being good for mid here. It's like, I've never seen their team not play with Breezy on something like
Oh.
super active.
So it's
It's
Breezy on
mid
the mid
Doom.
Doom. So you're right about Breezy not
That's
playing the
interesting.
sniper, but that's also not what we expected.
It is not. I don't particularly know what desires them so much to play Read Enigma here. It's like a pretty bad Enigma game. I mean, it's yeah,
Maybe they feel it's like the only hero they can actually win the lane with.
but is it even that good in the 100? I mean, it seems okay, but
To be honest, I think with Rubik it's not that amazing. Like, I
Yes.
think if they had a like something like Tusk, maybe, you know, like it would be
I mean,
better. But
it's just like a really bad black hole game too. Like Supernova, Spearbreaker can always cancel.
yeah. I'm most surprised that they picked into the Spear Breaker. I can like, cause the Phoenix one is like, okay, well it takes forever to cancel. Like if they don't do it preemptively, so like I can kind of, you know what I mean? Like but with Spear Breaker, Spear Breaker is like a disgusting, because there's no point in the game where, because even if you have Lincolns, he can still cancel you as long as he's at the fight at the start. You know what I mean? Because you just like pop Lincolns with Q and then you ult. It's really it's trivial to cancel every single Enigma black hole as long as you are tracking where he is and know to save your ultimate. Yeah, that's probably my biggest concern. I think that hero is disgusting against Enigma.
Well, here we
I
go.
do feel
If
like,
you are
oh,
just joining us, welcome to game number 1 of a much anticipated Royal Andy versus Sev matchup. My name is Badger. I'm joined by Jim and Rojo. And sorry about that. What were you saying, Jim?
no, I was gonna say I actually kind of like Breezy R Doom. I'm kind of curious to see how it goes, but I hope I hope at one point he ganks like a side lane and he finds like the creep that makes you fast, cause like you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like
Yeah.
the Kobold Foreman, is it? Yeah,
I
something like
believe
that.
so. Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
it. I believe it's indeed the Kobold
Guys,
Foreman.
if you have a phase boost and a wind lace and the Kobold Foreman, you move so unbelievably fast, and you can just like, yeah, it's. I think that shit is like. I think that shit is like so fun. Yeah, that's all I
Oh,
got. I think it's really fun.
Sev. It's Sev. He's a bold man. Do they do word that's? Oh, they're picking
Should
it. They,
know.
they, they know. They know. That's too. He made it a little bit too obvious, unfortunately.
Yeah, he just got in division. Also, Sniper is like annoying because he has like super night vision for some, well, for the reason that he needs to hit, but it is annoying.
Oh no.
Look at this on the ground.
He gets trapped. Okay, that works. That works.
Yeah.
They knew who was up there. They just didn't know how to get up there. Wait a
It's a
minute.
little unfortunate.
So Andy has the carry talent. I guess it makes sense. He's playing carry, but
Yeah,
you
I
know,
think this is way better.
everybody always goes for the other talent on or sorry, the other facets on sniper. To get this
I
one
think this one
instead.
is
X.
really good here into Egg, Spear Breaker, Storm. I think this is like one of the best games for it because like he really does not want to show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's also just, I usually this talent choice is more of do you want regular shrapnel or the fast shrapnel. And this game, like the fast shrapnel isn't particularly that useful. I think XM takes
Well,
this talent.
I think it's always going to be stronger in lane, especially with a character like Wyvern,
Well,
where like.
it is stronger in lane, but you don't really need to be that strong in lane. You're playing against Monkey King Spirit Breaker.
Oh, I
I don't
just
think you
realized that
need
the
it.
Spear Breaker is. Oh, I miss, guys. I was lost mental. Don't ask what. Just let me sit in the pit.
It's one of those things
But the
where
active is useful.
Oh, Sev is gonna drag waves, I think. Sev, this is really good by him.
Does he know that you he does?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, there we go.
He probably
He's doing
wasn't
the
sure where the
joke.
cutoff point was, but he definitely seemed to know that how it worked now.
He should have probably dragged it through the small camp so that
Can you talk to me
Fox
about
doesn't think
this
he does
Gluttony thing?
that.
I
On
feel like
game.
nowadays I see people every single time take the selling items one,
The
but
selling one is better, and I also think it's probably better for a player like
mid lane
Breezy because
or
yeah,
Breezy.
it's better for mid lane because you're not gonna always get guaranteed good creeps, so it doesn't really make that much sense because it
Oh, they
gives
didn't
extra
work.
level on creeps. Oh,
Oh shit.
I caught it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Fox
Go
The
go.
died.
thing
That's
is,
tough. Must have been
uh,
a few. Was it a few good bashes?
Got a couple bit, but mostly the Orb Venom though. That was nice to slow him down.
Yeah.
I think if you have Doom mid, you really want to have a ward for like camps. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah, because he's eating a creep
Yeah.
that's not useful at all.
Well, cause like if you see the medium camp and like it's ice armor, you kind of like are hard chilling in lane from now on, or yeah, or
Yeah.
yeah, even taking
You probably want the
the.
mana burn one in this lane.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of good ones like, in this lane especially, because the mana burn one goes crazy in this.
I think he's just trying to like super gold max with Devour, but I don't think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
particularly good, to be
I don't
honest.
mind it, but mostly because they don't actually have a ward to spot the medium camp. If they like, but I think they should have a ward to spot the medium camp. Yeah. Oh yeah, because it upgrades the abilities level. Oh my god, the mana one would actually go crazy.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I feel like Storm is just gonna have a pretty nice time in the mid lane here, which is a little bit worrying. It's a pretty good Storm game.
I mean, this must have been something they opted into because they did pick the like. I'm gonna assume that this was initially gonna be Reed Doom, and then they like wanted to swap Reed out of it.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, how does the other lane go? And
I
so
mean, Doom
far,
is really bad in the Laundered lane, but
yeah,
I mean, it's nice because even if Storm has a good game, you can always Doom him. But I don't know. It can be quite difficult, and you really don't want Storm to get like a good start into Sniper.
yeah.
Also, Andy has 2 points in Shrapnel, which I wish were 2 points in Headshot, but that's okay.
I wouldn't. Well, he's against a double melee lane. I think he should have take aim honestly already.
Maybe, but no, a Headshot goes from 20 to 50 damage. I think it's really strong.
Yeah, but I feel like the amount of auto attacks you get out is so significant with the third.
Poor Kashi.
Oh, they have
Yeah,
gone on
Cassidy's
Andy.
stuff
Fox with
now.
a nice E. All
I
right.
did, but Fox saved it.
Yeah. I mean to be honest, like, uh, I'm really glad Fox because I haven't seen him take the E sec on the level 2 that many times, but taking it this time was really good because it is extremely strong against this lane.
Yeah,
They're doing
they're really
90%
close to
physical
over
damage,
there.
and after they cast their spells, you can literally just E them and they're fine.
Oh, Dark resummoned. Ooh.
He had
Yes, be
to. It was
careful.
a 30 HP bear.
Yeah, I know.
Wasn't he
But
Fade Bolted
it's
as well, I think?
this lane actually is pretty annoying for Lone Druid when you're not able to kill the
I think that before
final
level
ones.
3, it's Lone Druid favored, and I think afterwards, Enigma probably has a really good time, right? Because,
Yeah.
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 One
I
thing is,
think
I think
they've
once Phoenix
probably
gets
made.
level 3, the Phoenix needs to try to, like, not, they only have
Yeah.
level 1 point in it right now, so I don't blame them, but, like, they need to,
Oh,
Oh,
this is a little
oh,
awkward.
they actually held. Oh, this is really well played by the Phoenix.
disappointing again. It's Reed on the run,
Oh,
tanking some damage. Good lift
Keshi
from
is a
Keshi,
save.
keeps him
They have
alive,
no
though.
dive, too, he's fine. I didn't mean to cut you off
and
there,
they
Badger.
had a bull as well, so it was actually quite nice.
That wasn't very Zhao Peng of me.
It's okay, don't worry, Jim.
Oh, Breezy can. Oh, Breezy is going. Oh, that was a nice little trade.
And these are two
Storm
very low
definitely is
mid
having a.
laners right now, yeah.
Storm is having a really chill lane, but I'll say that the Lone Druid lane is not dominating the way that we usually see the Lone Druid lanes dominate in League of Lads. So I think it kind of worked out, kind of not, in the sense that Storm might kill him.
Yeah, he's got level 6 in the Storm right now. Relatively low mana, but it should be enough. With Sev rotating in as well. He actually lacks the mana for the Boundless Strike, but it matters not. Kill goes the way of the Storm. Give him some Galvanization, and ideally give him the 6-minute rune as well.
Yeah. Sev, I don't
But
feel like
Keshi, there's no way Keshi kills him,
Actually,
right?
oh
There's
no,
no way.
no, he had a very fire.
I really like this Monkey King pick for Seb, by the way. I think this is a great fit for him on the support role. He's like doing a good job of being on the map and being a silly goober in a good way.
Sev was gushing about this hero support. He loves the hero support. Deserted. Oh, he gets the kill, but doesn't get the regen rune. So a win for the Storm,
Wait,
but also an immense loss.
is that a win for the Storm? Would he do you think he'd get more gold out of having the regen rune?
He would, but he gets a. It's fine. I would.
Is it like better EXP, worse gold? I'm just curious. I'm sure it's fine, you know. I'm
I
just
would prefer
curious.
the regen here, but
Okay, I was just curious. I'm not too much of a Storm player, you know. I'm a very casual Storm, so I gotta ask the big dog in the house.
I mean, the kill is probably ultimately like better because the like yeah. I mean, ultimately for the across the entire game, the kill is probably better, but the region gets you more if you're being really selfish.
EXP runes, we're just gonna trade 1 for 1. Nothing crazy here. I'm gonna switch to net worth now. Yeah, Storm does have quite a bit of gold now.
Actually makes a lot of sense. We didn't see any contesting at the runes as well. Because think about it, right? How do either of those heroes, Wyvern or the Phoenix, get that rune? 'Cause they don't have stunts. They just don't.
Yeah.
I guess someone like the Spirit Breaker could rotate over, but if it's going to be straight 1v1 support plays, then it's just obvious for the runes.
I wanna look at like an. Oh, let's go to XP per minute.
I got the net worth up right now. It's Storm Faraway #1. Top lane, they're going in against Reed. Reed will attempt to run. Roughneck's low as well. He can pop Fairy Fire, but will not do so instead. It's a charge from Nikki looking for Reed. Reed goes down low, move to Keshi as Breezy R TP's in. Fox will TP in as well. Dark's half HP. He's in a lot of danger. And well, he's no longer in danger because he's simply dead. That's 2 kills for Royal Andy. 1 kill for 4 Pisces plus Serbian.
I kind of feel like this game might turn into a Storm versus the world type thing. It's not quite there, but I think that if this Lone Druid like dies again right now to like Doom walking over and dooming him, it's gonna be really, really bad. How good is like the Lone Druid catch up, Rojo?
Sorry, what was that?
How good is the Lone Druid catch up? Because they never actually used Doom there, and they still haven't used like Black. It's really easy for them to kill this Lone Druid again.
Spearbreaker's still here, by the way. Spearbreaker is still in the top lane. Roughneck is
Almost
dead,
sick.
but there's no counter kills in the black hole. They're only on Lone Druid. In comes Storm looking to save the game for the Lone Druid right here, right now. Keshi goes down to move the read once again. Vortex in for another kill for Storm. Storm is 4-0-0. Jin, you said it was Storm versus the world? I agree.
Well, since Lone Druid lived there, it makes it less Storm versus the world. I was more worried that they were gonna immediately die after TPing right back into lane, because that would have probably put their game to a close.
Moving to Breezy. Sev
Breezy
rotates
R,
over.
yeah.
Balance Ring is available. Has been used since 1 more kill. This time going the way of the Spirit Breaker. Dude, Storm, he has nearly 5k net worth now. He is having a great... I mean, he's got 8 stacks of galvanization. He's feeling good.
Oh, I actually kind of wish he went like Witchblade Kai or something, because I feel like he wants to be ganking the sniper a lot and just having more you don't need oh, they have good stacks too. Well played by presumably Roughneck who made the stacks.
I kind of like the Orchid actually. I think there's a lot of really good heroes to Orchid.
I mean, I think the Enigma and the supports are both good, but
I mean, Enigma and the sports and Doom is really good as well.
yeah, but Doom really quickly like Doom can be tanky enough to not get one banged by it, and also
I mean,
Doom can
it's not necessarily
Doom can
about
get a
one
blink
banging
really
them.
fast, and like if he starts on you, it doesn't matter that you have Orchid.
I mean, yeah, but it doesn't matter that you have anything. It's good.
Well, yeah, but I
Banging.
more mean that like I don't think like I think he
I-
wants
I-
to interact with the sniper, and it does nothing for interacting with sniper.
I mean, it's still fine. I mean, it's not like Sniper is gonna be like super tanky. So
Yeah, I just more mean that you have less like mana read. You have less resources to look for sniper.
I know Orchid gives you like relatively the same mana as Witchblade.
Wait, there's, are you? I don't think Kaya plus. So how much Orchid is? 3275. So let's say Kaya plus like
I mean,
there's
that's
no
way
way
more,
it's
that's
giving
way,
you
it's way
similar
more
mana
net
gen.
worth.
Does it
Bottom
actually?
lane, they're
With-
going
with
on
the
Andy.
Kaya,
They're
it's way more
going
net
on
worth.
Andy Bendy. It's actually completely fine. Instead,
trying
it's
to
now
catch
Seb
up,
who's
so.
running away towards the Storm Spirit to the northwest.
They can probably. I mean, since Fox and Kesh are here, they can't kill Andy. But
Instead,
it's
we
good.
see action top lane. Superbreaker TP'd to the top lane from the bottom lane, and now Reed is in danger. Superbreaker has no ulti. It is indeed on cooldown, so everybody's fine. 2 ganks to come. Meanwhile, bottom lane's a curse there, only on the one, but Storm is low on the HP. So now
Oh,
ball
he's
the way
supposed
to
to
the
go in
north
there.
side.
He's really supposed to go in on Storm. There's nothing he's supposed to be scared of. That was kind of a big mistake, actually. I think he probably could have gotten 2 or 3 kills in one on the.
I don't think there's any way he's getting 2. I think at best he's trading for sniper.
He's
Mana
not
was pretty
trading.
low.
He has 10 1 charges.
Yeah, but his mana was like he zips onto sniper. That's like all his like he zips on Qs. That's literally all his mana.
But they have no damage. It's like Wyvern neither.
I mean, he'll just get walked down on tower. There's no way he lives there if he zips in.
Uh,
They could just
I
auto
guess-
attack him
yeah.
and I'll die, bro.
He definitely lives.
Oh.
Speaking of Storm, from long range, he zips in towards his teammates to finish off the Breezy R kill middle lane.
Yeah, I mean this storm is like a massive, huge problem. Sniper is like not. I mean, sniper is almost never good against storm at any point in the game. You pretty much just need Doom and Breezy R. He's buying a Dagon.
Oh no. Breezy.
I love Breezy Art for this, but I'm not seeing the Dagon angle here. I think you just buy Blink and you doom the Lone Druid before he ults, or you buy Blink and you doom the Storm Spirit and you kill him. I think
love Breezy, but
it is
this
simply
might be
too
one of
good
the
of a
more
game for the
egregious
Blink
things
dagger
he's-
item. What's up?
This might be one of the. I love Breezy, but this might be one of the most egregious things I think I've seen him do.
You know, I have called Breezy R on numerous occasions the most interesting man in lads because you just never know what you're gonna get, and well, we've seen a lot of the highs so far this season. This build might be the low.
Yeah, it's so much.
I kind of hope it cooks, but I have little faith that
It's so much net worth on something that does like potentially so little.
Well, the one part about it that's pretty decent is that you actually do you use the spell lifesteal really well when you doom people because of pure damage, but it's not enough to make
That's-
it.
that's
It's
what
not
He
I'm
has
doing.
used the Doom on the Phoenix Storm, now balls in. Fort Keshi should be a 1-for-1 right away. Sev drops the ulti on the floor, hitting Breezy R and Keshi. Fox goes down, Sev goes down, Keshi somehow still alive. Nikki ultis Rubik. Rubik is still alive. Breezy R finished the kill, and now Desert is low on mana. He's been hit by the sniper and brought down. The HP was lacking. That's a 4-for-1 for Royal Landia. Major rout.
Yeah. I mean they're pretty knowingly. I mean they just like walked into a ward where there's a tower, and it's not like possible really for Dark to connect 100, and he's not strong at all.
They have a really big problem of they haven't taken any tier 1s and they've lost like it makes the game hard, but you can't just force a tier 1 play into spells like Doom. Yeah. That's really all there is to it. Like they do need to break a tower, but you have to respect that enemy team has Winter Wyvern, Doom, and Enigma. Sorry, forgot the last one.
Yeah, they should. I mean, it's also they've had a great timer to smoke for a little bit on Dire. I mean,
Honestly,
Rita's like literally farming under a ward when there's an Orchid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as a result, he'll end up dying under the ward, barring a huge save. The curse is there on too, but it's not a save, it's simply a retreat play. Now Fox, she'll look to run away, but Nikki is in pursuit. Arctic Burn has been used with another strike. That'll bring the Wyvern a little bit closer to the Storm. One more kill for Sev, double kill for the Monkey King. And
They actually still have fort, by the way. They could actually defend this tower. I think Dire has because it's heroes like Storm and Monkey King and Speedbreaker really want the like Silent Towers especially, I feel, and mid one's good too, to go down because it makes it way easier to hunt. Like lets you put up deep wards and actually get people, but they need to break some towers, and I think if Radiant wants, they actually can hold this bottom tower still.
only problem is they lack TP on their Rubik, so if they're going to defend, it will be without their Rubik.
I do think this game is gonna get. I think this game is gonna get really hard for Dire now, because they have really bad control in team fights, like really bad control, and the game is like not.
Deserted
like,
knockdown.
it's gonna be a really slow-paced game.
They're trying to go on Breezy, but it's not
Yes.
going too well. They'll eventually kill him, but it's taking a long time. You have to doom off Monkey King in time. Breezy are still alive!
Dagon.
The lifesteal off the Dagon! Me, Breezy R knows more than we do.
We're sleeping on him, bro. We're sleeping on Brazy. Oh.
He did have to commit Doom though.
He did. Well, I actually wonder if they would have lived without it, but no, because he probably needed it for the healing. It actually healed him a lot.
I don't think it healed him that much towards because it had only been taken by for 4 seconds at a time.
And now Roughneck's dead anyways. So what should have been a kill on Breezy R is now turned into a death on the Dire side. He's just too tanky.
Yeah,
I think
and they have
one thing is
Land
this
either.
is how Radiant throws. I think Radiant should not at all push the enemy side. I think Radiant should just literally like sit on their side and farm forever until their towers get broken.
Well, they're staying for now. Spearbreaker TP's 2 Fountain looking for a Fountain charge. Dire now Glyph getting a little bit of damage to the wave and the Brazier Doom. Charge comes in from Nikki towards the Doombringer. We see a TP in from the Phoenix as well. He's got no Supernova. Brazier still incredibly low charge. Now connects. Good to see you. Gets the kill. The move to Keshi. Keshi. It's fine for now. Steals charge. Slipped in by the Nerd. Finds the Sniper with the black hole on one. The Orchid after will end up killing the Sniper anyways. And now the Nerd zips to the south side, looking to get away from the big man, the Wyvern. He has limited mana, but they actually don't know where he is. Look at the Radiant Vision. They do not see the storm. They now see the storm. They'll charge in on Keshi.
Oh.
He's inside the Enigma E. And now the charge has actually landed. He's trying to ball forward. Orchid from Desert is there. Ruby brings him down. That's a 2 for 2 overall, I believe.
Yeah, she's buying an Orchid, by the way. Totally. It's actually very good.
I'm down for it.
I can get behind this.
Yeah. Also,
So,
if their hands are fast, it's really good against Phoenix. Because Phoenix players like forget to check like people's items, you know.
Yeah,
I'm a
I mean it's just good
player
against
too.
Phoenix in general too.
Yeah.
Like the cast range is so annoying.
Yeah, because you're playing Rubik, so your Orchid casts from like fog. I do think that Radiant need to not do that again. There's zero reason why they ever need to like walk onto the enemy's side. They will just win the game if it progresses longer.
Winter's First has been used on illusions mid.
Oh, she.
Excellent. It's fine. They lowered the cooldown on the spell a lot in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
past few years.
It's actually really unfortunate. I mean, there was this pretty good lead. Now it's just gone.
Yeah.
The lead is gone.
Well, I think the impetus is hardcore on Dire to do stuff. Dire needs to push the pace of the game for sure. I don't see how they win fights later on once there are more defensive items purchased for Radiant. I also really don't like
Yeah.
that Andy's smoking with his team. Andy should just hit the creeps in my opinion. I don't think
If this was old Spirit Breaker, I feel like it would be a little more even, but like new Spirit Breaker is just not the same beast in the like.
Oh, that's the Orchid reveal. They should bring down the storm. The detection is there somewhere. I'm not quite sure where, but I saw him anyways.
I don't think they had detection. I think it just burned Orchid.
Oh, he's just dead anyways. Problem solved.
Doom notably was not used, by the way, which is
It
just like
was-
their
it was
god
nice.
spell.
Andy's also, I like that Andy went for Gleipnir. That's really good this game.
Yeah.
Although I do think his next item should be just finish Hurricane Pike.
Well,
They're
Gleipnir
pretty
into charge
split.
has been used against the Doom. He's currently about half HP. Rubik steals a Bulldoze. Fox looks for an ult. He has it ready to go. Now the move to Reed and Breezy. Breezy's been embraced by the Wyvern. Black Hole's on
They don't have
cooldown.
Black Hole. Yeah.
So, Massive Doom used on Phoenix to cancel
Phoenix
Supernova.
Stay gone.
Sniper ulti finishes the kill, and now Breezy
Man, they
moves to
got put it
Sev.
into work.
Sev tanks the charge.
It
There's
is.
still no Black Hole on cooldown for 4 more seconds. Wyvern ulti. It's on to the bear in the real Lone Druid. Into a 2-man Black Hole. They'll bring down the storm. They'll bring down the Lone Druid. Triple kill for Andy Bendy. Another major win for Royal Andy.
I actually really like the Sev team, but like I'm not doing the thing where I'm glazing Radiant right now. I genuinely think this game is like kind of impossible. Like all of they have no function like team fighting, and while I actually don't love Sniper's choice to go Lincolns, it will make them extremely hard to gank, and they will get it very easily now.
Yeah. I mean, the Lincolns is quite good into the Spirit Breaker, the like one way you die.
Yeah, I think Sanj and Yasha would have been really good this game because most of the things that he will interact with are like Spirit Breaker is probably the most annoying hero for sniper and team fights, and it's like pretty effective at not at getting you out to like cast knockback grenade and stuff. So I honestly I wouldn't have minded this a BKB SNY, Pike Shard. There were a lot of viable defensive options. Which one would you prefer the most, Rojo?
Hold
I think
that
I
thought,
like
because
the
we're already
Rubik
again
the
fighting
most.
bottom lane Rubik. Already get absolutely blasted.
Oh my god.
But Sniper gets a counter kill already. It's already a 1-for-1. Right here from Sniper is there at the Lone Druid. Lone Druid is dropping rapidly. Followed by Deserted, but it's already too late. They've lost their Lone Druid. Will try to kill Wyvern. The backline's Wyvern. will barely go down. Now 2 for 2 trade. Desert is low on mana and low on HP. Super has been used by Roughneck. It was not used in the last team right next to the Doom. And now Reed is forced to run from Deserted. Deserted is entirely out of mana. But gets the kill anyways. Now 3 for 2. It's now Breezy R and Andy versus 3 Roughneck. Tanks Sniper ulti. He's low on the HP, but not low enough. Dagon comes in. Breezy R does enough damage. That's now 3 for 3. But Link Dagon will finish the job.
This is why I doubt Breezy, is because I know he'll perform.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand by that. I think the Blink would have been better first, but this is kind of like making me think that people should buy Dagon more often on Doom in general, though. Anyone else? Like,
I love it.
I still think that this is a Blink first game, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of getting Dagon pilled.
I mean, I think as a second item, I wouldn't have hated it. I think as a first item, it only worked because of the way that Dire.
Yeah, I think, I hope if Dire watches this, I hope what they take constructively out of this cast is that they played the early game really well, but they simply did not break towers.
Well, he's farmed enough to have the ult, as you mentioned. There's no Black Hole Freed. It's still on cooldown, though. Therefore, Keshi dies to Deserted. Problem is, Sev is in a bit of danger. Gleipnir comes through, hitting on to MK. Ends up going down to Andy Bendy. Now Deserted is balled in all the way. Beats all his mana. Quick and right click now by Andy Bendy. Goodbye, Storm. And no kill on Enigma. That's a 2 for 1.
He uses mana a little haphazardly on Deserted there, unfortunately.
Try to think what Dire can do to get back into this. I mean, number one, they need to smoke and find Sniper for a kill because he can't keep generating gold. And how do they do that?
Also, I don't know why Andy doesn't want to take the plus 30 headshot damage talent. That one's so good.
Yeah, that one is really cracked.
Good, but I don't know
ever
why...
since they changed how your E works, especially too, where you guarantee it, it's like, it's just so much damage.
Yeah. It's just good. It's just a good talent.
I mean,
I understand why he wants stats, but...
I mean,
stats, clicking the E often?
Think about stats. Stats gives you 2 damage per level into stats. Getting the talent gives you an average 12 DPS per hits. Or 12 damage per hit. So like 12 damage versus 2 damage, 12 is more than 2.
True. I mean, the only reason you would take stats is obviously for the HP, but the headshot damage is just too crap. I understand why he goes attack speed, but I actually think I think like XM actually likes to take end duration.
That guy's a beast.
Well, Roshan's dead.
I'm very glad, by the way, that he is picking up the shard as his next item. The sniper shard is just it's so OP, and it's really OP into their heroes like Spear Breaker, Lone Druid, Monkey King. It is a very, very strong defensive tool against all of those heroes being on top of you and annoying you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a, what is it? Is it a 4-second disarm? It's like disgustingly long. It's 3, I think.
I think it is 3.
That's like, that just destroys Lone Druid as a...
It's also a 50% movement speed slow.
Well, if not Breezy are trying to go through the twin gate, he might try to go through the twin gate again, actually. But he's just two chain stuns. Just 2 chain stuns. Meanwhile, in the Dire base, the tower is half HP. Reed and Andy were just there.
Reed is very close to a BK, but does not have it yet. Reed should be careful. I would way prefer that Radiant go back. They finished the BKB on Reed. They finished the Blink Dagger on Wyvern so they can hide more. And then they go. Or they could even finish the Guardian Greaves on Keshi too.
That one might take a little bit. That's like 2.5k gold.
Wait, Dire bought 3 shards. That's a lot of shards.
I mean, it's fair, probably. They're all incredibly good shards. I wouldn't want to skip most of these. And getting Storms is actually quite good. Storm Shard is a lot of damage.
Phoenix Shard is like you try to actually buy that on minute 15 because of how good it is.
Monkey Kings does too.
Monkey Kings is insane.
15. Lone Druid is just good enough that you probably do buy it after you get.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of things to dispel as well.
I mean, it just gives you really good buffs too.
Yeah.
15% movement speed, 40% or 40 attack in an AoE. Increases the radius.
Yeah.
I was quite shocked when I saw like Storm got a free shard. Isn't Storm the richest guy on their team?
I'm a little surprised that Nikki hasn't bought their shard yet. By the way, their shard is really good. Spearbreaker shard is.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This one is
This
like
is a
you have to
shard
buy it.
where I think after you have Midas or Shadow Blade, like you just immediately buy this. It's really good.
It's essentially net worth.
Yeah. I mean, if you could just buy 100 move speed for during charge for 1400, everyone would.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. If you could just buy an item that gave you 100 move speed on charge, yeah.
Oh, the range Rex, they have just died. Sniper did some sniping. He's now back at the high ground once again. Sev will jump forward. Now he'll Primal Spring away. At this point, the ball in by Deserted. It's organized by Kenshi, and now Doom by Bariziar. He'll BKB, but his fight is already a bit of a disaster right now. Nikki tries to go in with, wait, that's a stolen Keshi charge. Never mind. At this point, it's
Dyer needs
Supernova
to kite
on
and
the
wait out the
floor.
Oh.
They're going to kill it though. I think it's already too low right
Yeah.
now. 2 more hits.
Oh, it
No,
lives.
wait a minute.
Oh.
The black
Oh.
hole on 2. It's fantastic. Dark is dead. Roughneck will fall. And Fox has an ulti on 2.
Oh.
Super Ricker and Monkey have been caught. Ball in. Biter looking for more kills. Looking for Andy kills. He'll kill Breezy R. It's already a 3 for 1. And Andy Bendy has 2 lives to play with. Deserted. We'll get back to his fountain,
Fox
but this
even-
base is going to
Fox
die.
even got the TP out, guys. Oh my god.
And Reed
That's-
didn't even BKB, by the way. Giga Chad.
Oh my.
I don't know if that was a mistake or if you meant to, but it worked
I
out.
think that could have actually been a very good fight if they just waited out the entire Doom duration and then re-engaged. I'm pretty sure it would have been
Yeah.
a rather good fight.
Yeah.
Probably the best one they were going to get at this point, and now I'm not sure if they're going to get a better fight before the game
Well, they've
ends.
caught Nikki. They have caught the Spirit Breaker. Deserted will ball in, orchiding Rubik. But it's already that Spirit Breaker, and they cannot
Whatever.
kill the Rubik. The Embrace from Fox will prevent the damage from coming through. Deserted will not die. I don't believe his ulti, but... Ay, ay, ay.
Fox is like the pause 5 of Badger mid. You know what I mean?
What did you mean by this?
Badger mid is the most value, most value mid laner. No offense, bro. It just, you can't compete with, no one can compete with Badger mid.
I can't compete with better.
Literally,
Long ball
Badger,
in, by the
awful.
way, Sniper. Surely will lose 1 life, but they still kill him one
Ooh,
more
Reed's
time.
pretty far
Reed's
up,
got
but he doesn't have
BKB,
BKB.
ready to go if he wants to use it. Andy waddles away. And our fight's done.
yeah, that's
I
pretty
do
much
like
what I mean,
Dark
Badger.
going
They're very
Dragonlance.
valued for their MMR.
I think it's smart. I think it's a smart adjustment, but it doesn't feel good.
On, wait,
Like,
on
this is
who?
like a bad omen on Lone Druid. This is like a bad omen for your Lone Druid game, is when you have to buy this item.
Yeah.
Because you're basically just admitting that I'm not going to be able to like use my ulti effectively.
And you're also saying, well, I guess I'll never hit Sniper, and I'll just hope my teammates kill them somehow.
Oh, they've caught
Oh.
Sev! They've caught Sev!
Yeah.
Deserted balls in, BKB, he's been doomed by Bariziar! At this point, it's time for the entire Dire side to collapse. Wyvern Curse goes through, Supernova ends up going
Keshi's a
down.
bear, Keshi's
That's
a bear,
already 3 dead. It's bear on bear action, and Dark can bear it no longer. That's now 4 down, and the GG is called.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I actually think
honestly,
Dire
really
was
well
playing the
played.
early game rotations like genuinely so well. They just never actually extended the rotation into taking a tower, which I think caused some problems and some unoptimal plays, and then the game fell apart very quickly. I rarely think the draft is that big of a deal in LUTs, but I really do think that it was very hard for them to play if they did not Giga Snowball the game.
Yeah. I mean, it was a really bad Lone Druid game. They first picked it and they didn't really cover it off. And so you end up playing against, like, Sniper, Wyvern, Doom.
Is it possible to kind of overthought it? Like, you know, this Lone Druid hero is OP. We know Andy Benzi plays it. We didn't ban it, so we have to pick it, sort of thing. Or what's the mentality behind that one?
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure that was part of the logistics, but I think they should have thought a lot harder about their second ban phase. If they knew that this is what they were going to go for.
Can we talk more about Zhao Peng?
You know, you're between games. I was going to cut to a break, but if you want to talk about Zhao Pang instead, you have the floor, Jim.
I think Zhao Peng should be freed. I think that there has been too much slander against Zhao Peng.
Elaborate.
I'll post this to you in here, Badger. Zhao Peng is always being framed for doing things wrong when Zhao Peng did nothing wrong, and I think it's disgusting.
So something I want to point out. So game 1, this Sev team, they won the flip. And they chose first pick. Now note, of Royal choice game 2, they chose Radiant. And now they've chosen the other picks. Is that a sign for something, or what's the thoughts there?
So
Uh,
they chose first pick first game, and then now they want second pick. Is that what you're-
Yeah, they've consciously
I
think-
chosen
I
the other
think what
pick.
this tells me is they are going to ban Lone Druid. That's my guess.
And also, they probably just went. We don't want to play. We don't want this team to have last pick because they're annoying. Is probably what the admittance is. There is like they're just gonna flex like 4 different heroes because nobody knows what breed or BZR is ever gonna play in a game, and Andy has some wacky heroes as well. So let's just try to like figure out their draft by the 23 pick, and hopefully have like something solid. Or maybe they're just like, okay, like first picking our carry was not it. Just like give it up.
I guess we have no break today, by the way. If I need to go to the bathroom, grab some water, whatever, I would do it now. Now is your best chance in the first ban phase.
I'm watching Zhao Peng videos. Sorry.
All right, you grab a water, Rojo. Me and Jim can talk about either the draft or Xiao Peng or Andy.
We can talk about the
Bendy.
draft after the ban phase.
Okay.
My only thing was that I bet they're gonna ban Lone Druid, and they did. I think this is a good call. Yeah.
I agree.
I love Zhao Peng.
All right, consider the following. Royal Andy are going to win lads.
The Royal Indy are what?
They're going to win lads, the whole thing.
They are, yeah.
I think they have the storyline, right? Like, they absolutely have the storyline here. It's kind of a team.
They have a good one running. Maybe that means that you and I are the problem, Badger and lads.
It's just me, Jim. It's just me.
I don't know, Badger. I don't think I can factually say that anymore.
Have you made playoffs without me? Because when Andy
I don't
makes playoffs,
know, but maybe I don't. I actually don't know, Badger.
because
What?
wasn't Andy on that team without us with with Shane and Reed and those guys? And they went pretty deep, right? So this is like Andy's second good team in a row without us. It's me and you, Jim, not just me who's the problem.
1 second, Badger. There's things in your Twitch chat I need to respond to.
Okay.
Also, I first of all, this Husk hero is like insanely crazy, disgustingly OB. But either way, if I had to give Sev a solid criticism for the last game, probably like the one thing I would say to him is that he spent like way too long in the bottom lane as a Monkey King. Because Nikki kind of tried to rotate earlier to get kills, but the fact that Sev was like never in the top lane and never like ganking the mid lane with how like, yeah, he's just Monkey King. So it was kind of unfortunate that the way the game played out, that he was like stuck in bottom or chose to stay in bottom.
This is true. How do you guys think Zhao Peng would have responded to that situation?
Maybe by eating roasted duck.
Oh yeah. If you ever had roast duck before, it's actually quite good. Like if you enjoy chicken, roast duck is just a better version of chicken. It's so good.
I think I've had it once.
I like it.
I feel like most people have eaten chicken. If you use chicken point reference, this is juicier, better tasting chicken. Because you got chicken, right?
Oh, Badger, you know when I was in
Yeah.
Seattle, we had this vegan chicken that was really
It
fucking
was
good,
really
Badger.
good. It was really good.
Badger,
maybe it was good.
as you know, I'm a I eat a decent bit of meat, some might say. All right, you know, I can't beat those allegations. All right, I'm a glizzy gobbler, some might say. All right, but I gotta say that
Mhm.
chicken was fucking really good, Badger. That vegan chicken went absolutely crazy, bro. Like, you know, like it was ranking like in my like top chickens I've had in a long time, like including like the actual chickens. You know, like. You see, you got what I'm putting down, Badger. I'm telling you, that shit was really good, bro.
I mean that makes sense.
Vegan food is getting good, Badger. It's getting real good.
When you think about chicken, right? Like actual chicken, you have to really cook the shit out of actual chicken to make it safe. But you compare it to, I don't know, beef, right? You can like have beef, you know, you can have medium rare beef, tastes great. If you have medium rare chicken, you're going to the fucking hospital. So in that sense, you kind of have to cook it pretty well, and that When you cook things very well, it can get a little rubbery sometimes. So,
Yeah, I mean,
vegan
also
chicken, you don't have to burn it like that, you know.
yeah, it's also, I mean, most restaurants have an incentive to use like pretty cheap chicken that like they get shipped from. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like vegan chicken, it's probably a lot more likely that its ingredients that they made in the kitchen are quite fresh.
Yeah.
Wait, we get the
I actually want to go back to that place. That place was that. Oh,
It
that
was
was
really
really
good.
good.
Are
Yeah.
there's okay? I'm not sure what's going on in the Dire drafting room, but they've given Breezy R as Earth Spirit. And they've
Oh,
given Fox for
this is a
Legendary
really good
Oracle.
Oracle game
This is
Mhm.
literally the Fox
already.
Oracle.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Oracle.
I actually don't really like Doom into Oracle. I
Um,
think assuming this is pause 3, Oracle's arguably weakest point of the game is the early lane, and Doom does not punish Oracle on lane like in the slightest. It's like, yeah.
yeah. I definitely understand why they might not want to play against. I mean, I feel like it's a fine Doom pick just because Doom is good. Oh my god. Oh
Oh,
my god.
I think this is gonna be a really free AM lane.
Oh my god.
Assuming that this is Doom plus Phoenix, although
I think it might
it
be
could
Doom plus Flash Track, and that lane is actually pretty good against AM.
that lane is better. That lane is better. I still think that
I mean, even
I
Doom
think it should
Phoenix is
still
honestly
actually be pretty decent for
not.
anti-mage though, honestly. It shouldn't be that bad if as long as they have enough regen, which they can buy.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Because they have no chance of one banging Andy as long as he holds W. And they keep using tangos and heals. Like there is just 0% chance that Andy should die in this lane, if he does not aggressively blink in. Outside of maybe level 1, if they mess up a level 1 should really bad.
I mean, it is also into the Morphling. Morphling Lush. Although, I mean, more than likely this is just Lush support, so you've really only picked the anti-mage thinking that it's gonna do decent into Doom and is good against Morph, which is probably better than most AM game gets, to be honest.
I get the Andy Bendy is good at Animage, but I just see this hero in lads, and there's a saying, a long time lad saying, where you just don't pick image in lads. There's an image posted in content years ago where if KU's not good enough to win this hero, then you are not too, and I think that applies to Animage in lads. Just don't pick it.
I think this is probably one of the best opportunities that we'll get in lads, to be honest. But I still think it's probably not safer than a lot of other heroes. I'm curious what the sub team wants. I would assume that they're giving Deserted the last pick, and
What do you think is the obviously Radiant has one more pick, but what do you think so far is the Dire last pick that brings it all together? I feel like
I
they need something
mean,
is very
I
active and makes space for the Morph and Doom.
I could see it. I could also see you running something like Alchemist or something, and
Oh, you
just
just
saying,
completely ignore AM farming and you just
I mean, you just outfarm him essentially,
yeah.
or
You just ignore him and hit your woods. Yep.
because it's all you're also playing into Earth Spirit, so whatever you want to play mid is like relatively free, and the rotations are okay, but
What about Puck? Is that an option or
Puck is
no?
always good. Puck is always
Okay.
good. I think it'd be fine, but I
Moyo
do
looks
see
rather effective here.
you don't have very good damage early game. I think is
You
probably
do
your
not. It
biggest
will be if,
worry.
yeah.
Your Sky. So I guess it's off lane Tusk.
Probably.
Maybe
Oh, I actually
it's
really like this lane. Oh, this is um yeah, they have a very strong actually kill the morph lane.
Yeah, this leans me a lot further towards like an alchemist though, or along the lines. I actually think it could be, you know what, it could be a really interesting game for. I mean, if there wasn't an Oracle, it'd be a really good Legion mid game, but the Oracle probably fucks it too much.
I have a crazy idea. What if it's Core Skyrath?
It could be.
Yeah. I can actually still see the Legion mid being pretty good because you are good at killing Oracle.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
you have Doom, like your Doom can like Doom AM or Oracle, you know what I mean? You can go
Mhm.
Actually, I really like the Legion mid idea. I don't know if they're gonna go for it, but I genuinely think it might be their best pick here. I think it's a really good game for it.
It's very
Although I guess
good.
Snowball, they have a.
Marcy's an interesting one. I don't think it's quite as good as the other two, but
I want to know where these are
oh,
going.
oh, they're playing mid left track. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like it.
Does less? I would assume less lanes pretty well into Earth Spirit at least. I don't know.
I mean, everything lands well into Earth Spirit, but Earth Spirit just this is like another matchup where he can just like, and you just chill. You press Q on the wave and then you sit under your tower.
Okay.
Not a big DC. I just think, I mean, it's a good Marcy game, but Marcy's not gonna be that.
I think this gives them a better chance of actually winning the lane, but also a better chance of just actually losing the lane too.
I mean, it's also just it's not an incredible. It's like an okay Marcy game, but you actually get kited by a lot of things as Sev.
Yeah, I I do like how this actually gives them a chance to. I think you can genuinely run over this lane if you play it really well on the Dire side, and you catch off the Oracle a couple times, and then AM is just like laning solo, and
Yeah.
it is very doable. So
I also
if they
I
get
do
that
think
value out of it, it's worth. But if they don't get that value out of it, I don't like it.
I kind of think Andy should also take. I'm actually a big Mana Thirst believer, but I do think he's supposed to take counter spell this game. There's too
mean,
many good spells to reflect.
I was gonna say it's Doom among many other good heroes to reflect against.
The only reason, like, the bigger reason I don't like the Marcy isn't because it's like a tough Marcy game. And it's like a pretty whatever Marcy game. You have a lot of heroes that you can like man up on, but then now you're playing this slash track mid into AM, which just kind of like gives the AM a lot more merit. Plus that you're also now playing double melee into Oracle anti-mage, which is a little bit technical. Like it should be favored, but it is kind of technical to actually play that lane out.
Yeah. It does give them an actually like they actually can run this lane over. In my opinion, if you were to give to like let's say this is like a I don't know a super high more pub, I would assume that Dire will win the lane.
Yeah,
I
yeah. I would too, but I think it's
it
also
is
an easy
hard though
lane.
because
To,
if you mess up the engage one time,
yeah,
you just take like almost all your HP or you die. So
they're
yeah,
actually walking.
yeah.
So Watcher will give it away though. If you are just dance, welcome to game number 2 of Royal Andy taking on for Pisces plus Serbian. My name's Badger. Once again joined by Rook, aka Jim, and Ro Fireflu. Game 1 went the way of Royal Andy, pretty dominant win by them, and
One thing I do want to say is their lane actually did go. They actually did have a rather good start to their lane last time with an even weaker lane. So this maybe is actually I can actually see this going rather well for them because they were doing pretty well in lane, and now they actually have a lane that can like walk them over and destroy
Yeah,
them.
I I just don't like this as a mid left track game. I think it's my biggest gripe.
No,
I
no,
think there's a
I'm
very
really with
specific
you.
way. There's a very specific way that Deserted can kind of own this game. Uh, but it's like extremely specific. Like I would expect like like maybe GPK could do it. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah. I mean
yeah.
just look at how easy it is for him to get ganked for the first like 15 minutes of the game.
Mhm.
Um, they have a lot of spells that are very good at kill him. They have very limited save on Dire and not very good save against the amount of damage that comes out instantly on Radiant early game. Phoenix is not actually a save hero early game. Their healing is unbelievably negligible early game.
Yeah.
So I think that's important to remember. Marcy also not actually a save hero in this context at all, really.
No.
Um. So yeah, that's my spiel. One thing is, I really wish Sep had either gone Orb of Venom or Windlace. You
Mhm.
definitely want to have some item to try to cheese the Oracle, or even the AM before he's level 2.
Yeah.
They
Even
they
just like
do,
full raw stats, I think
yeah.
is decent.
This wave will bounce back into them, and Radiant doesn't have their small pull yet, so
Yeah,
this
Fox
is
did an interesting thing
fine.
where she actually blocked her own small camp. Like she like stood on top of it, which I don't know if
Yeah,
that was
I'm assuming it's
intentional
for
or not.
Doom, but I don't think it's worth it when you.
Yeah,
I
that might be.
yeah.
I mean, it's an okay idea, but maybe just having the camp is slightly better
Yeah, well,
at this exact moment in time.
I think especially where yeah, I think especially with AM, you really need to be able to, because AM has no way to secure creeps without literally walking into melee range and punching them.
Yeah, but the lane's going quite good so far.
Yeah,
also.
yeah. I think Sev,
They made it
Sev
to
needs
level 2.
to Sev needs to try to walk on the Oracle, not the AM. Like they need to hide in the
Mhm.
trees. You know what I mean? Like do the pause sport thing where you like hide on tree line
Yeah,
all
one
the time.
dispose can be like half of Fox's HP
Yeah, yeah.
easily.
Okay.
I mean, actually, if Andy gets disposed, it could be scary, but I don't think.
Yeah.
Fox should get
Oh.
disposed here. It's a little. They, I think
Well,
they're
they don't have a
underestimating
win
how
lace. I don't know
strong.
if they would have walked. Oh, I guess maybe they blink grenade. It-
I mean, Fox was like standing like right
Yeah,
next to
yeah. It would have
Marcy, and
depended
Marcy
on
was
if they
pretty.
immediately moved back or not. It would have been. It would have required them to immediately start book and tail. Is that the expression?
Sure.
Badger?
I'm honestly not all that sure.
Oh. Okay.
I was a little distracted by Breezy R. There is some
Oh, Andy,
shenanigans around mid lane.
I'm really glad that Andy's buying 2 Wraith Bins. I think buying some strong leading stats this lane is very effective.
Yeah, this is what Sev should have been doing. I think since the very start of the lane.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dispose into like 3 hits is.
Well, I think had they gone Windlace or Orb of Venom, it's just like it's so much easier. I think the Orb of Venom, where you catch them one time and they take literally like 70% of their HP, goes incredibly hard.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. It's Breezy R rotating at
Yeah.
minute 3. Dire are aware of this, but it's already too late. It's Breezy R time. It'll be a 3v2 fight. Surely the 3 win the fight. Roll in, hits the Doombringer. Doombringer's now under the T1 tower. That should be a death for Nikki. Sev will attempt to save,
Oh shit.
but the tower gets the last hit.
Lotus.
The now move to Sev. Sev has no spells. One more hit will do the job. Roll forward by Breezy R, and the kill goes to Andy Bendy.
Yeah, this is the worry that I slightly had. I feel like going double melee. I mean, not only does it enable that if you're gonna play far up, Breezy R can do Breezy R things, but it's very easy to make one mistake in the lane be incredibly difficult now.
Oh boy, he's ganking again. He's ganking again. He's ganking top lane.
He's just grabbing the bounty ring.
Oh, I was hoping.
He might have tried for it had the Watcher not been taken, to be honest.
It's one of those things that, most teams ban out Breezy R or Spirit, and, this is what he does when he plays the hero. He's extraordinarily active.
Yeah, it's like the best hero in the game for it from mid, honestly. Andy has 10 denies on the Antimago.
That's good.
Very
Usually
good.
you don't do that much Damago on the Anti-Mago, but, it is Andy Bendy, so.
He was hovering.
Yeah.
Breezy
This
R
is
was
a-
hovering.
This is so far a much slower early game, by the way, I feel.
Mhm.
Every lane is going pretty neutral. I'm a little surprised they haven't been able to find a kill onto either of the heroes in Dire's safe lane. I think that this lane, in theory, is like crazy good at picking off either of these heroes. I wasn't watching, but I mean, they must have taken E level 2, so I'm a little surprised they haven't gotten either of them. Yeah. Thoughts on that, Rojo? Am I the only one who's expecting that this top lane to be a bit of a bloodbath?
I mean, maybe. It's kind of like on dark if he wants to. Because Morphling's one of those heroes where like you can just choose to chill
Well,
at any point.
I'm thinking they
want.
can still like bang on the Phoenix really hard, I guess. But
They
I get what you're
can,
saying.
but it's it's Tusk, and he doesn't even have a point in drinking buddies yet. So
I see. Well, I never play Tusk Core. Do you think that they should have a point by now, or you think this is fine?
by level 4 for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Ooh.
Drinking buddies so OP.
Oh, don't look at him.
I know.
Mid rune is just gonna be handed to Lash, which I think this is a mistake.
Breezy R might go for it anyways. I mean, he's got the
Well,
roll.
they can force the. Okay, this is fine then. It ended up being good. I thought they weren't gonna contest it, but they did. So very well played. Oh, Dire, I love this ward on Dire. This ward doesn't really ever get spotted unless you like unless you're actually tracking their vision like really well with your own vision. It almost never gets dewarded.
You know, I actually kind of think that. I kind of actually think Leshrac is maybe like meant to take the. Well, he looks like he's fine.
Well, Deserted will barely live in the fountain. Sev TP'd in, but at this point it's just Sev here to get the experience because Breezyard will die with Magnetize. Roll is
can
off the
actually
mark,
kill
but
Catcher.
Sev
Wow.
might still be dead. Probably
He
Catchy
might
dies
be able to
first.
It's so worth. It's so worth.
Now
Oh, wait, Sev's
Breezyard,
got a W.
he's taking tower, he's taking the tower too, but
Oh
he gets
my
a kill
God,
anyways.
Sev.
Everybody's
That-
dead.
I mean, that has
Yeah.
to be so worth. Sev. Oh my god. Also, Rojo, I was gonna say, were you about to say that Les should have taken the other facet?
Yeah. Yeah. think
I was
that's
gonna
good.
say yeah, because this way if
I
Breezyard
very
rotates,
much
you can just take the tower, right?
I it's also it's just better for farming. It's like I understand why because I think that going this build and then going the blink is quite good. But you can actually become quite hard for anti-mage to like walk into if you get enough
Yeah.
farm. Even
I-
though in
I was
theory
just-
it's like such a good hero.
Ooh, top
I feel like
lane
especially
Reed.
because you can like shred this. You can have the enemy mid tower gone like so fast,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
into a roamer. So
I
it
think
kind of
the
it
tower
works in
taking-
both ways. I feel.
Well, you just farm way more as well.
Yeah, yeah.
It's much better for farming. Ooh.
Yeah, that is a hero I played a few times. The mana on punch is like a crazy amount. It really adds up over the course of your farming duration. It's quite noticeable, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, this one I do think is what makes Leshrac good, but I actually think in this game it's much better to take the.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. As strong as his facet is, sometimes you still gotta take the other one. Oh, gets an arcane rune. Oh
Ooh,
wow,
that's nice.
that's a really.
And
nice
he does
pickup
now
for
have a
Lesh.
level 6, which is actually like an incredibly insanely big power spike because now he also has Mana Thirst.
Yeah.
You don't-
Also, like they
you
should
don't have the
know that
facet
this
as well.
Doom is. They should know that this Doom is like pretty far from 6. They have a lot of denies.
Yeah.
Um.
I actually think that it would not. I think it'd be no. I think it'd be quite good. Leshrac was up here, so that's unfortunate. But I think Andy had an actually decent timer to go through the gate. I think. I
Oh
think
yeah,
he-
yeah. It's really good against Morphling. Yeah.
He's also like, particularly like he just hit 6 and like yeah. I think it would have been really good.
No,
The wave is
no,
also
for
just
sure.
like so far up that this is like not a
Eh,
good.
Aim is really annoying for Morphling. It's
Yeah.
Oh, Andy?
Andy's
fight
very
on-
low though. He's being very careful on
Like,
Andy. He gets
oh,
ulted
he's
by
fine.
Oh, he could have kept
Fox.
fighting actually.
And at this point again, the fight is over. Andy should heal a little bit, but he's still half HP after that ulti from Fox.
Yeah. So I mean, oh, they rotated Reed as well on a TP.
Speaking of rotating,
Andy's
on the
good.
north side,
Yeah.
it's Breezyard the tri-camp. All 5 commit to the bottom lane, and able to get 1 kill in return.
Oh my god, this would be so
Yeah. I was actually hoping that he would.
I think this is. Oh, I'm really glad Breezyard is rushing a Blade Mail this game.
Yeah.
While I
that's
do think
good.
also rushing the Vestal would have been valid, I think Blade Mail goes so hard because like
Mhm.
it's going to be really painful for these heroes to interact with Breezyard while he roams around.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'm kind of curious. Do you think the Vessel first would have been or, like are you on the same page? Earn
I
Blade
think.
Mail, or you think Vessel first would have been better?
I mean, I think if this was a really high like if this was like a super high MMR game, I probably would have gone Vessel. But I think that the Blade Mail is probably the correct decision. Like it's probably
Gotcha.
it's a lot easier to execute.
Yeah. It doesn't require like it doesn't require that your team is coordinatedly setting up really good plays. You can always just sit there and be like uninteractable with Blade Mail.
Mhm.
At
And
least for
it
a good while.
It specifically means that you can actually play into Leshrac
Yeah.
instead of having to completely dodge him. Although Radiant needs to start trying to look, I think, a little bit for towers. Soon.
Yeah, I think Breezyard needs to go rotate for a tower play and give Keshi a 6. Skywrath is a hero that people oftentimes forget. Like, you need to funnel this hero his 6. It's kind of a really like
I mean, right now he's like literally a silent spot.
yeah. All he does is he does like 200
They're
damage with
actually
the
kind of trying
spell.
to go on to Breezy. They do have a blink.
It's going to be
doesn't
very
have Blade
difficult.
Mail
He
yet,
got the
so-
Illu rune though. He might just be fine. Clear up the
No,
ulti
he's
for the
fine,
time
he's fine
being.
with
Illu
Illu.
rune has been used. Fox has the ulti as well on the Oracle, and at this point, It's time
yeah.
to run away and not tank the Earth Spirit ulti any longer, and that'll be the end of our fight.
They're just gonna heal the full, yeah. Bottle plus self earn plus the. I was like, oh yeah, okay,
It's
this is
disgusting.
yeah.
Meanwhile, top lane,
People
Reed's
forget
in a
about how
bit of
disgusting
danger
their
right now. He's
inflow
got the
was.
snowball
Ooh.
forward on Dark, but
Ooh, that
it
was
didn't end up working. Instead, it's now Keshi here, and Dark
Yeah,
not finish that kill.
because you can use spells during snowball. You can turn back into morph, which completely agrees.
Oh, one thing I want to say is this is kind of a niche thing, but
He's
I
silent
really
under that tower.
Yeah.
Keshi almost gets the
Just
kill.
missed
Instead,
it.
it's now deserted 7 Roughneck on the rendezvous, backing up Reed. So
Oh,
Reed's
Andy's-
dead, Keshi's
Andy's
dead. And
coming
Andy
all the
Benny
way
will
here.
attempt the fight, but he knows
He
better
actually-
to stay too long. Instead, it's Breezy R who will go on
He has the
forward.
whip now.
Morphling is still morphing strength. Manifold is there, but they still cannot kill Dark. Supernova on the floor results in another correction. Breezy R escape. But a
Oh,
Blinking
nice
by the
to
Jack
know
will
that
finish.
he
The
did.
job is now a 3-for-1. Anti-Mage is still here, by
yeah.
the way, but
I think the biggest winner of all of this, by the way, is Doom, because Doom has not been able to touch the wave for such a long time, and now they're just free farming.
Yeah, I think Andy, if they're gonna fight that, Andy should have tried to ult the last track while they were all together. It would have been a
Yeah.
lot of damage. But I don't know if he knew at that point that they intended on fighting it.
Yeah, yeah.
I do think, as Breezy are though, I'm either buying Midas here or I'm probably 90% of the time just going back for Spirit Vessel because it's just simply too good.
Yeah.
I
I
don't want
really.
him to finish these treads. I really don't
Oh.
want him to.
Sorry, Rojo. I think that might happen.
No, I think he will too.
Um,
I mean, I don't think it's like horrible. I don't think he's like griefing the game, but this is not how I would.
I-
Midas.
I'm kind of concerned about Tusk's build. Tusk is.
It's completely full rushing ags with no points in ranking buddies.
Yeah. Well, it's also like Skywrath Mage isn't really a support that eats farm on the map, and now you have an awful. You have only really 2 heroes that can actually like eat gold on the map, which is I think in the current state of Dota ever
I
since
actually tried to
the,
go for a solo, but actually didn't press concussive shot in time.
Oh shit. Yeah, but I think in the current state of Dota, pretty much ever since the map has been changed, I think having only 2 heroes who can meaningfully like speed farm is pretty bad.
It's not even two. Or Spirit's bad at farming. Like straight up bad at
Yeah,
farming.
because of the remnants, right? Or
I mean, he's not like bad at farming. He just has to use a lot of resources to do it, essentially. Like the hero's
It's-
okay at farming, but
it's just I think that this is yeah.
you're definitely not a speed farmer on Earth.
One thing
That's
about
true.
Sky though is that they actually do benefit a lot from being funneled gold and EXP. So at least they might not farm fast, but when they do get farm, it's really effective.
Yeah. I mean, it's also. I understand the desire for the ags, but I just like getting it this early in the game. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to
I-
utilize.
I was
Oh, he's
Oh,
trying to go for a
top
solo
lane
on
Keshi
but
almost solo kills
Ooh.
Dark, but
Oh.
Breezy R finishes the kill anyways.
great
Or
rotation.
Reezy R. That
was
would
gonna
not have been a
say-
kill out the Earth Spirits.
Honestly, I really hope that that Cassie changes his mind and
they're
goes
gonna
Atos this
kill
game.
so, yeah.
Yeah, Sev is simply dead. Goodbye, Sev.
As
Oracle, Skyrath has a lot of damage too.
yeah, as a pretty, I played quite a bit of Sky. I actually think it's one of my better position 4 heroes. I think that this is a extremely good Atos game. Very strong against Phoenix. Like it lets you solo kill both supports for a very long period in the game, and it lets you force out Manta
Yeah.
without using your silence. Because
And is Dark an Earth Spirit player? Let's see it.
He's rolling forward, looking towards Fox. Roll will end up missing good sidestep by the Oracle. At this point, they still
Think he
want the
is
killer,
here.
and eventually they will, surely. Only problem is now, in comes more of the Radiance team. They've got 3 top lane right now. Earth
Nice
Spirit
silence,
Silence is there
actually.
against
But
the
he
Earth
has
Spirit.
hit now.
Earth Spirit ends up rolling away anyway, so Breezy R is fine.
Rita's in, but like
He is so
has
deep.
literally no
Waveform in
damage.
by Dark. There's absolutely no backup, and now Reed is absolutely no HP. One more roll in by Breezy. Misses all 4 targets. He'll have Magnetize, but again, he lacks a team to do damage with him. He'll roll again off the mark. Stones have been dropped, but the Magnetize is no longer magnetized. This is simply a win for the Dire side.
Badger.
Yeah.
They might be doing Gale and the cut is scored at 11:30, but last time they said they were, it didn't happen. Which I'm not flaming them. I'm just letting you know. I'm just telling you that a ping went up just now, and there was a number of check marks to it.
You can give him a check mark for me then.
Okay. I'm check marking for Badger. Badger wants in. Sorry,
You
but
know,
sorry about that.
I'm cool.
I did not mean to derail the cast. Okay.
Roll
this
in
is
by
serious.
the Earth Spirit. Sev will attempt to turn with the Unleash. He'll end up going down eventually. You know, the funny part, I'm cool enough to be in the Discord, but not cool enough to be in the channel to see the ping. So you know, it's there are layers. Bottom lane, Doom against Reed. Leshrac backs up
Nice.
the Doombringer, and they will bring Doom for the Tuskar. He's now dead at bottom lane. That's the 1-for-1 across the map, but notably, that mid T1 tower has been cracked in the dire side.
I now that I'm looking at it, I do wish that Sev went bodyguard this game on the Marcy. I think that it would have made the laning phase significantly 10 times easier to have that spell. I mean, I think sidekick is significantly better with Morphling, so I can understand why. But bodyguard is just insanely strong as a laning spell. They're also gonna go on to Dark here, who does not have Manta, so he is.
Yeah, they've caught him, but he morphs strength in time.
think
They'll
he's
try to
dead,
burst
yeah,
him down anyways. But for now, he's still
Keshi gets a
morphing up
ult.
strength. Ulti was dropped by Keshi, but it's nowhere near enough. Instead, he now morphs into an Earth Spirit on the Morphling.
Breezy
Earth Spirit's
R
been
is so
caught well
cool,
under the dire T1
doesn't
tower,
feel-
rolling forward. Split Earth hits from Deserted. That'll be a dead Breezy R Earth Spirit. Now Fox on the Oracle certainly will get run down. As Dark attempts to go over for Keshi. Deserted blinks in as well for the Skyrath kill. Skyrath will get run down by the Pulse Nova. It's now 3 kills. Once Skyrath dies, eventually he does die. Double kill for the Leshrac. That's a 3 for 0 again. Another team fight win for 4 Pisces plus Serbian.
Yeah, one thing is, Radiant are kind of missing an offlane hero, which is not to flame Reed. It just with their build that they can't really farm much. That they haven't really been getting
Also-
pickoffs, so they just have no gold. Meanwhile, the other team, like the Doom had an equally bad lane. Honestly, the Doom had an even way worse lane, but they're playing Doom, and when fights started breaking out, they sat in their lane. They completed Midas, and they are now going to be just as rich as all the other cores, and eventually richer than all of them. And the Radiant will have a Tusk, who will be poor all game, I think.
Yeah.
Even if they
I mean,
start getting,
also-
even if they get kills with Ags, they're gonna be poor.
Picking Tusk and not leveling Drinking Buddies until level 18 is probably the most sinful thing a Dota player can do. I love Reed, but oh my god, like this is like the most OP spell in Dota. Like,
It's also
genuinely, like,
an incredibly value spell where you get the full range and the full like
and the full movement speed.
yeah,
like
you get all of the effects that you care about for mobility, except for cooldown reduction on the level 1 version. There's it is an extremely
Dumb scaling spell, in my opinion. I think that the tether range should be like
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
should scale up to what it is, in my opinion. I think
it should
this-
scale up to even
yeah.
less than it is. You know, like it should scale
Yeah.
up, and it probably shouldn't even be. As
and it
much
should
as
require a
is.
talent. It should require like a talent to get to the range it has now.
Yeah.
What about that?
Well,
Okay,
he's
I
used
think
the
that-
spell. He has used the spell. He
He
is.
is-
He
look at how
unlocked
good
the
this
Are
hero
they
is.
gonna Doom Fox? Oh, that's a nice
Have indeed
thing.
Doom Fox Split Earth hits the Tusk.
I mean, either way,
Reed will
he does.
eventually
He has to
die,
die.
and well, he's snowballing, but again, there's no stopping this one.
Can we
from
talk
happening.
about how good that spell is? Though, like, he almost lived. That's
Yeah.
how good
Yeah.
this spell is. He almost lived.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, like this spell is the entire reason right now why Tusk is like a.
I mean,
a
Andy
top
is
tier-
power
tier 1
farming this
pick.
whole time. I just,
Yeah.
I also earlier in that.
Oh,
in
good
that
silence.
Ooh,
But I think he's killed him. They just killed him immediately. Dark tried to waveform him, but instead he's now waveformed to the grave, and now
yeah.
Mana Boy brings down the Shrek as well. That's 2 big core deaths
And Roughneck's
on the
dead.
dire side, and Roughneck, well, he's not quite a core, but he'll die just like them, it appears. Good attempt by Sev to
and-
save. Sev
Nice
will
attempt
lose
by
his
him.
mana. Blink in by AM, moves towards Roughneck. Roughneck tanks the snowball.
Don't use
That's
that.
kill for Reed, and now Sev will end up dying for the remainder of the Radiant side team.
Oh.
That's 4 kills for Royal Andy.
And Andy's now level 17. That is tough.
The next Doom needs to be a smoke play, and they need to find Anti-Mage. He cannot be allowed to keep farming, and the only way they find him is with ulti.
I like Nikki. Well, I really like Pipe this game, but I actually do wish that Nikki just. I mean, I wish that she would either sell this Midas and buy a Blink, or that they would have gone Blink before
Yeah, well,
this Pipe.
didn't they do the thing where they used Blink? They bought Blink and then they sold it to start building Pipe. I'm not actually sure. I
Maybe.
can't remember. But
Maybe.
I
But
really hope their next item is Blink and that they take the Centaur Stomp and they do the thing on Anti-Mage.
They do have the
because I
Tusk
think if they-
Ags, but
Here we go again. It's Tusk on Tusk action. Dark is morphed into a Tusk. Kick is there on the Morphling. Missy Flare's on the floor. Supernova is there as
That's a
well.
really
But at
nice
this point,
Supernova.
nobody's at Menowin hits till a Shrek. Fox for
Oh, he
Radiance
blinked
for
into the stun.
deserted. Anti-Mage will Manta trying to stand his ground right here.
Oh,
Right now, in 1
Andy.
second, but he dies too fast. Double kill for Dark.
Oh,
3
shit.
kills. For the Dire side, only 1 in return. And perhaps Andy Bendy decided to fight too early. That's a big win for the Dire side.
Dark.
I mean, Andy was missing like 4K net worth, and he blinked into the supernova. It was like the worst situation
Yeah.
that Anti-Mage could have been presented.
Dark was like not very rich, and now Dark will probably get BKB before the next time they fight Anti-Mage, which is a really big deal.
Yeah.
Especially into Radiant's team as well, because they have.
It's an insane BKB game.
Yeah.
It can like you are completely uninteractable during the BKB.
Yeah.
The only thing is that the Tusk Ags makes it slightly worse, but it
Yeah.
is also Tusk with only Ags.
Yeah, because the reason why Anti-Mage is good against Morphling is entirely due to the fact that he eats the hero's mana, and then without the mana, you can't, you have no mobility, you
Yeah.
can't shift up.
But
But Morphling.
if your mana isn't burned, you're like one of the best heroes against AM.
Yeah, because you're just doing so much damage. You have mobility to chase him. You turn into him. He can never escape you. Yeah. It has this like curve. The curve is that AM is really strong against Morphling until whatever point in the game Morphling buys BKB, and then as the game progresses and Morphling's BKB goes down to 6 and AM gets more slippery items, it goes back in the AM favor. Kind of is how I see it. Having
Yeah,
having
I would
played
agree.
a lot, having played that matchup many times on both sides from back when I used to play carry, because it hasn't really changed. It kind of just functions the same way now. Although Morphling, ever since his right click build has gotten better instead of his E blade, has just become better versus anti.
Yeah, that is true. Because there's also a point in the game where, and it is possible for Morphling to reach a point where you have like Butterfly Satanic, and it like even if you're 0 mana.
Yeah,
it, like,
yeah.
doesn't matter.
Usually the bigger problem is just that Morph will never catch up to Anti-Mage in
Yeah,
farm.
yeah.
If Anti-Mage's early game is not shut down, AM will be 6 slotted while Morph is maybe at best case 4 slotted. Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes
But-
a 4-slotted Morph is like
Oh yeah, no.
like in a 1v1 is still stronger.
No.
but
With BKB, B-Fly, Manta, Satanic this game, the Morph is basically a god.
yeah,
although-
but there's a lot of items to
yeah.
buy for Morph, unfortunately.
There's a lot, and
I would probably be honest.
he doesn't
like,
have
maybe
the
my next
fastest
item might just be
farming-
Daedalus.
what's up?
My next item might just be Daedalus as Morph, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a really good game. To
He
just
doesn't have the
one-shot.
fastest farming bit, unfortunately. I used to love Falcon Blade, but I honestly think that either like the better ways to get mana on this character are just to buy Vlad's, if you don't mind having not enough, or to just buy like Lincoln's.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, even just having. I honestly kind of prefer even Old Talisman to Falcon Blade.
yeah, Falcon Blade is just not. I love this item, and I used to love building a morph, but it is just not as good as the other options that are currently strong for morph, in my opinion. Also, notably, it gives you no intelligence, which is actually really bad against anti-mage.
Because you need to make sure that you don't lose all your mana in one stun before you can click BKB. It's actually really important. You want a higher mana pool against AM, so you don't, because you need to start the fight with enough mana and have. You get what I'm saying, right, Rojo?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually pretty important. So Falcon Blade being 1k gold that doesn't give any of that, or yeah, it's not where it's at this game. No offense, Mr. Dark. Dark's Morphling
And
has
he
been
does
pretty good
have,
so far, though. I could
yeah.
honestly see him carrying this game.
Yeah.
Like Dark's Morphling has.
Although Andy having
solid.
Ags is really obnoxious for everybody in the game.
I could see this next fight where if they don't start on Andy with the Doom, he will just eventually win the fight because he's going to be level 20 with Ags.
Yeah.
Here we
Oh,
go.
this
Dire
looks
smoked
okay,
out up into
good.
the Radiant side jungle.
Oh, they don't have
They're
an obs.
hunting. They've
They don't have
broken
an
on
obs for Dire?
Breezy-R. Breezy-R rolls
They do
into the
scan, though, yeah.
Doombringer. Sky Arise. Split Earth hits Breezy-R, but the save comes in from Fox. Silence there against the Supernova. There's no Supernova at all because there's no Phoenix. And now Manable will
he
bring down
does
little
have the
Shrek.
BKB.
It's already too dead. Nikki's low on HP. Dark Soul kills Ree, but it matters not. It'll end up being a 3-for-4. AM cleans things up. Morphling. We got the mid T1 tower, but Andy Bendy is most certainly online.
Any fight where the AM walks out of it with more net worth is a bad fight for Dire. It's
Yeah.
it-
Also, Nikki didn't want to use or like Doom initially on the Earth Spirit, and then at the end of the fight decided that they had to.
yeah, it was really painful. I think the
Um,
biggest problem though is Dire didn't have
yeah.
an obs and they walked up that hill. That's like, imagine had they had placed an obs while they were smoked here and they like, see them. I think they
Yeah, and then they
probably
can
win
jump
the
on
fight.
Fox. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the fight. Honestly, if they have that obs and they get the blink initiate, the fight's already over. All
was nice by
Radiant can do is
Keshi,
cut their
but-
losses.
Keshi also made it so that the Phoenix never got ulti off, which
Yeah.
was because they're not good at killing egg at all outside of when AM is there.
Yeah,
So it could have been a really good Nova.
I think it was honestly a Phoenix needs to either hide and have an incredible positioning against Skywrath Mage, or they need to rush Yules. It has to be your first item. If you're not if you're not perfect about how you enter the fight, it's trivial for Skywrath to turn your hero into a useless piece of like walking
Yeah.
walking dying light.
I'm glad that Skywrath is not that good of a hero. I hate playing against it.
Yeah,
Here we
no,
go.
when this hero is
Blink kick
oppressive,
finds
it's
Sev.
good.
Sev
Good
forced to
BKB.
BKB. Spawns out once again. Dark joins the fray. Breezyar goes to the backlines, breaking the blink of Nikki.
Ooh.
Doom has Doom in 32 seconds, but at this point, it's a very chaotic fight. They'll focus Breezyar. But Breezyar, it's pretty tanky. In comes, I believe, the Glimmer Cape from Keshi. So currently a 1-for-1 trade set for Breezyar. But Anti-Mage is still looking for an angle in the fight right here, right now. Dark's BKB has ended. Roughneck goes
Yeah,
down to
the
Keshi's
BKBs are out.
damage.
This
And
will be
now
the
here
best
we
fight.
go. It's AM time. Blink in,
Oh.
walk away. Fox using off the on herself. You on the north side is Keshi and Reed blinking. Reed has to cover the Doom Centaur stomp. Blink Meta Void demolishes Dark. There's so much damage. Reed is dead, but Andy Bandy will most certainly clean things up. Blink forward, slam him on into the grave. Froggy Dude, Demon Dog. It's out of control once again.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, the AM is just a little bit too big, unfortunately.
yeah.
Also, Sev did not press sidekick that whole fight, which was quite not good, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think
Um,
Sev had a great start to the Marcy performance, but it's tapered off a bit.
I actually think he's played these last two fights decently. Like that, like his BKB timing was really nice there. He just got it back up. But maybe he just isn't used to the fact because on old Marcy you could like self cast your sidekick.
Yeah.
And he might not be used to having to cast it.
I think the thing is, I think he needs to try to wait for better angles, if that makes sense. Because I do think they want to have him kind of like coming in on the backline supports from, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
I
kind
mean,
of,
in
it's
the last
kind of,
fight he
it's
did,
kind,
but it was like, or the like fight before this one.
yeah, no,
But,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit
I mean,
hard.
to be clear, I think that Sev has been performing rather well, like across these like
This
goal
is a
swaps.
nice
Out of all the games I've watched.
Smoked as well.
Well, AM blinks in. Kick from Tusk finds Sev once again. Sev still is not used sidekick and uses sidekick. Well done by Sev.
There it is.
Problem is your Morphling's
Oh.
died. He's forced to BKB right here,
There's a
right now.
hex
Keshi
on
is
Hex,
dead. But AM is still looking for the angle. Supernova will succeed. Breezer has been ulted by Fox. And at this point, it's still chaotic. Doom is there, and Oracle. Oracle goes down. The trade is for Sev. Currently a 2-for-1 trade. Breezyar has half HP and ended up dying
he
after the Oracle
died.
ulti ends. It's now to 3-for-1. Reed and Andy are on the run, but they lack their teammates. AM
Oh,
has
Andy
no
has-
mana
Andy's
void. He'll look
Abyssal,
to turn
Andy's
on
Abyssal.
Dark. No, Abyssal Blade. Dark is there the damage. A save from Nikki with a
Oh, he
Centaur
didn't
stop,
have
and now
ult.
Andy Mage has to blink to the south side.
Oh,
Reed
he
will
has no
give
mana
his
on
slice to
Dark.
distract the remainder of the dire side team. Tusk will end up dying. It's now 4-for-1. Andy Bendy thought about going back in, but thought better about going in 1v4. That's a 4-for-1 in favor of the dire side of 4 Pisces plus Serbian, and they'll claim a free Roshan.
Yeah, I want to say something. It didn't pan out that fight, but I actually love that Keshi bought a Hex so early this game. I think it's a really good game for it. So, has nothing to do with
Yeah.
the last fight.
I mean,
but I
anytime you
genuinely
can
really
get-
like this.
Anytime you can get Hex in this time frame as a support, it's like gonna be OP.
Yeah, yeah.
And Skywrath is one of the best heroes in the game at utilizing
Yeah.
it.
Radiant are scanning.
They do
Skywrath about to get level
unfortunately.
18. Actually,
They do
pretty
give away
nice.
Roche, but Andy might actually be able to clean here because he's gonna.
He's not checking. Oh,
I think
Oh.
Andy should have known that.
he has a little too much fear there. Yeah.
Yeah, because he also since he has Mana Thirst, he would have seen both Morphling.
Oh,
and,
you're right. You're
Rushmore.
right. Oh, you're right. Oh shit.
So he's supposed to blink there for vision.
Oh, Rojo, I always forget about Mana Thirst, to be honest.
I understand why Andy wants the Abyssal, but I am curious. I feel like he's supposed to either buy MKB or Scotty over it. To be honest, I think Scotty is probably the best.
I was honestly thinking that he might want to buy a BKB because his teammates' net worths are low.
Significantly lower than his. Yeah.
I would say that most of the time, I probably would go Scotty here. Like it's a really good Scotty game. I'm kind of with Rojo on that, but I think that with how poor his team is, he kind of needs a BKB because he kind of needs to do everything.
Yeah.
Not to flame Radiant. It just if you look at the net worth chart, he has more net worth than his pause 3 and 4 combined, and he has like
Yeah.
basically the same as his pause 2 and 3 combined. So it's not much.
I am
better.
also. I was pretty shocked in the last fight that ReZero died during the Oracle ulti. He took way more damage than I thought he had. I don't think he expected to die either, based on the way he was playing. But I do not like ReZero buying Ags. I just don't. Like, you already have the Tusk. I just don't see the value in this Red Spirit Ags. I know that ReZero is a chef in the kitchen. He honestly probably plays way more.
I mean, it
Red Spirit
works
than me,
against
but
it works against Doom, right? But I feel like
I
this could have
just-
been a good angle to just buy.
it should just.
I
be
would have just bought a
BKB.
BKB, no?
Yeah.
Or what would
Yeah,
you do?
yeah.
Shivas maybe? BKB?
It's just it's BKB or Shivas probably, but delaying a BKB for this long on Earth Spirit is pretty tough.
I mean, it's I think especially with how big Lishrak is.
Yeah.
It's
And and you're operating especially on Reed having next to no net worth on Tusk.
yeah. One thing I do want to say is they have insanely good high gun defense on Radiant. The more I think about it, if
Mhm.
we ever, it looked like it could go the way where Dire starts to eat the game up a bit more. But Radiant has really good high ground defense. They have obviously the Tusk with Ags. They have Sky Mage with Hex. They have
Well, they've caught Keshi.
AM
They've
with
caught
Abyssal.
Keshi. Split Earth.
Ooh.
Well on the mark. In the center of Split Earth. That's certainly good enough. And, well, goodbye, Skyreth
Yeah.
Mage.
Yeah, it's also we've kind of passed the point in the game where Leshrac is actually particularly scared of BAM. I do think that Deserted is probably meant to buy Ashivas as opposed to Lincoln's, but it is very the
Yeah.
Lincoln's is very actually the Lincoln's is probably better, honestly.
I think
Against
Fox has been
Tusk.
playing this game rather well, and like their item build is fine. But I do think they should have either already taken the Tormentor to try to get it, or they should have just bought it
Yes.
because it's
Yeah.
a really good Oracle Shard game. Every single on Hero and Dire has some kind of healing in their kit. I guess except for Doom, but Doom has like 30 HP regen, so that's kind of a form of healing. And they might get Sun Raid.
Yeah,
so-
Morphling. So.
Yeah, it's extremely good against Morphling. Like, even if the only healing Dire had was Morphling and Leshrac, like there was no Marcy lifesteal, there was no Phoenix. Even if that
I
was
mean-
all they had, it's already really good against.
I
those
mean,
heroes.
Oracle Shard is even just good, even if they have no healing.
Yeah, it's
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 a
a
good
really
card.
good spell.
It's just a good
Um,
spell.
I
And now,
personally-
unfortunately, they're gonna give up the Tormentor.
Yeah,
I
It'll be
it'll be a
actually-
trade,
it's actually a lot of
technically, because
number.
Rating got the Dire one, too, so it's literally a Tormentor trade, but on the wrong side.
yeah.
Bottom
Oh,
lane, good
Des-
jump from
Des-
Deserted, perhaps, or perhaps not, because Breezyar sniffed it out and rolled
Yeah,
away.
HP plan. He has the Ags as well, so this is the one benefit of the Ags is you actually have a lot of added mobility.
Oh, Fox.
Yeah, it's pretty split out right now. Dark killed Fox mid lane. As a result, Dark's kicked back
Right.
towards the Radiant Tower. And Dark only has limited teammates backing up right now. It's only this Doombringer. Doombringer's out of mana. Mystic Flare has been dropped to bring down. Good to see with a move to Dark, who's very low on mana. He's got 2 lives. One of them certainly
He still
will
has
be
the
lost.
BKB,
Kick back towards that tier 2 tower once again. Dark's now morphing Agi for that second life, but well, this could be a very bad
No,
fight
this,
for
is,
the morph.
this is really bad.
Here we go. He
Because
now
Raven needs to-
respawns low on agility. He'll wait for him to the
And
north
he has
side
MPV.
now. Reed's once again hunting snowballs there, but it's only an illusion. Bro, from
Oh,
Breezyar, a
beautiful.
kick against the Marcy. The Hex as well. The burning down Seb. Supernova was used. Now kick away
Oh,
the
no,
Morphling.
Read the wrong way.
We're still hunting to roll him by Breezyar. We're not even done yet. Everybody's running. Everybody's chasing. The shards will hit. Glimmercape will temporarily save a Roughneck, but only temporarily. Eventually, the Phoenix will die. It's one more death now. 3 deaths for the side of Pisces plus, or 4 Pisces plus
We've-
Serbian. And we're going high ground.
While I do think that I really don't like the build that Reed went, I think he's been playing extremely well with the amount of net worth he has. So I want to give him big props for that, because it's really easy to be poor as a Tusk and just become totally useless. So I do want to give him props for that, honestly.
Ooh, he tried to do it right there.
Yeah, he
too.
went for it.
But the Lincoln's is actually quite good from Leshrac, but it does suck to like now he's kind of slotted out where he kind of needs a Shivas. Like he needs a Shivas.
Yeah.
On the bright side for Dire, they won't lose any barracks. They have Phoenix alive in 30. They're supposed to miss 4 actually. They go for a buyback
This is
roughneck
a
play. They'll
gun
roll in for
breed.
Breeze Yard. He's rolling away to the southeast. Deserted's hunting. Reed blinks in, kicking Sam to the west side. And now peeks Andy's out of the Marcy. Mickey blinks in, dooming Andy
Got
Mage.
Andy.
Phoenix
Where's Oracle?
buys back.
Oracle ult
Andy will attempt to get away. Oracle's already ultied
He's
and
gonna try
defending
to-
at this
They did it
point.
right, they did it right.
Here we go. Breeziar is leaving. Anti-Mage is leaving. Sev is still
Ooh.
pursuing. And
Oh,
now
they-
Dark,
oh, they
who's
messed
morphed Anti-Mage, is being gone
no,
on
they-
by Reed.
fine, though.
He's now kicked away to the west side. Omanta on Morph, so
Big
he's in
point, yeah.
danger. Blink in by Nikki, rolling by Breeziar. Everybody's jumping onto the melee right now, but nobody's dead still. Reed is low. Dark's half HP. He's morphing agility. He's so low, though. Breeziar wants to kill the vessel. He's rolling in the mana blade from Andy. They bring down Dark. But it's a trade for the Earth Spirit. That's a 1-for-1. What a fantastic 1-for-1.
Yo, Seven's Marcy has been going kind of crazy, but I think it's not gonna. Anti-Mage is 25 now, and this is kind of this is the peak cooking where you can ult someone at the start of a fight, and then ult someone again in the second half of the fight. Now the question is, will they leverage AM's strength into a win here, or will the game persist until Doom has Lincoln's refresher, strength, or mana blink, or whatever stuff? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. I also think, I mean, she's now level 20 with like Blink Hex. Like, it's a big problem. She's like
Yeah.
a massive problem.
Yeah, Skywrath Mage, once you get to the late game, especially when you choose to go Hex, is a rather strong hero. Oh, I really don't like that they went global concussive shot though. I am not a fan of it here. When you go Hex, I feel that you should just buy, or you should just take the other talent because you can always proc it for a Hex duration.
Yeah.
I think in general, global concussive talent is actually really good for providing vision across the map, and it's really annoying for the enemies. But I think here it is not the correct choice.
Yeah. Also, if you take a global concussive, I'm pretty sure you're just supposed to spam it off cooldown.
Yeah, I was gonna say, global
'Cause it pushes
concussive is never
frames.
bad though, because anytime you see a hero, you cast it and you get free lingering vision.
I mean, it's also
Um,
good at pushing waves. Like,
yeah, yeah.
if you see this top wave.
He's got the arcane rune.
Global
too. He's not
concussive
spamming
is
it.
just- Global concussive is
Yeah.
kind of just a talent where it's just never bad. Is the thing about it that's good.
Yeah.
I do think that it is the wrong choice in this game specifically, though. But it's not
Especially
the
since
biggest deal.
Keshi's supposed to be like another core, essentially.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Keshi is like basically the exact same net worth as Tusk, so Keshi is just a core.
For all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Oh, Fox got Ogre Shield Totem. That's a really good neutral item to get as Oracle. Yeah, alright. Wrap it up, guys. Wrap it up, guys. The Ogre
Also,
Shield Totem
I-
is GG.
I like that Fox just holds a salve until the end of the game. A salve is actually so OP on Oracle, it's like not even a meme. It's like one of your better items in like its slot. Funny enough.
That is funny. You see all these heroes, big ol' items. I mean, people meme at the bracers being a cheap late game item, but healing salve's even cheaper.
I mean, Fox probably should have some bracers to be honest at this point in the game, but healing salve is an absurd amount of HP onto
Yeah.
an allied. who's ulti.
It's also one of the heroes that I think it's really good to buy a 1 null talisman on, because if you're choosing not to go for the bracer for being tanky, your hero genuinely has pretty bad mana problems at every point in the game,
And
unless
he's,
you're
like,
a core.
super
Andy's in a
alone.
lot of danger right now. He blinks further forward.
Oh, he has the
He
blink.
has
I
a
just
blink
realized.
dagger. Oh my
He's so- oh,
god.
This is so based. This is so based. This is so based. This is so based. I'm gonna be honest. I think buying a Lincoln's is probably I think using that slot for a Lincoln's might have been more effective at this point in time because his
Wait,
only real threat.
I
is
had no
Doom.
clue what a new anti-mage Axe was. I thought it was still the illusion.
No, bro. It's a shit. It's actually way better with the Abyssal Blade Rojo now, in my
Yeah.
opinion, because
Yeah, that
because
makes
when
sense.
you jump on someone, you
Yeah.
Abyssal. I wanted to say this earlier, but I forgot to. Doom should buy a Lincoln's because if they get Abyssal Bladed by Anti-Mage, they will not be able to cast BKB.
Yeah. That is so interesting.
Yeah.
I did not know they changed this.
Yeah, you know, this, it's less annoying, but it's kind of more like your one shot is way better, and your ability to like
Yeah.
completely kill people's mana before the fight starts is really good.
Breeziar is doing Breeziar things top lane. Hypothetically as well, so we do with this Blink Dagger, you can pre-blink, and then you can Blink Dagger in, get the first hit, and then blink in the middle of the Abyssal duration, get another hit, I think,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's just
Yeah.
double the Aghanim's mana burn from that.
It's honestly not bad. Like this, the axe being what this is actually does make the blink, like way more valuable. I don't know if it's still correct, but
I mean, I do think
it has
Andy's
some
switching the.
genuine like value.
Yeah, my biggest case for Blink is that it's the upgraded Blinks are extremely slot efficient items, and Andy is extremely like, you know, he's
Yeah.
approaching being slotted out extremely fast.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
here we go, Andy Bendy time! And left back's fine anyways, never mind.
Electric not
Was it-
being able to gain mana is a really big deal, though.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty surprised Lesh isn't going for a Wind Waker this game, just for. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Wind Waker is a very good item for himself and to help his team. And it. What are your thoughts, Ro? You think they should buy it or not? It's whatever.
I mean, I think they shouldn't have gone this Cayenne Songe, and they should have bought Ashivas.
Okay. Is anyone on their team buying Ashivas? Oh, ooh, they don't have.
Here we go, Blink
Oh,
kick
they're
into
kind of
Deserted.
deserted.
He's been hexed
You guys
as
put
well.
the-
BKB from the Shrek. Sav will man up against Keshi. Split Earth is there on the Tusk as well. Morphling now waveforms forward. Radiant are bleeding a lot of HP right now. A lot of different heroes.
Blink
Reed will
the
attempt to get away
Oracle.
now. Blinks away during that Oracle
Oh.
ulti.
Oh,
But
he
Breezy
doesn't
has
have any
silence.
right
He's
now.
got no BKB.
Oh, no,
He's
he
got
has
no
no
HP.
BKB.
He's simply down. And now at this point, again, we're just waiting for AI to hit the rat here, but this is
Oh, Andy
is
should use
dangerous territory.
Swift Blink first. Not that it matters that much, but he would have hit the tower way more times if he Swift Blinked in and then regular blinked
Yeah,
out.
yeah. And it's
It's not
also
the-
you don't want to rely on your blink out.
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
Like,
You
yeah.
really don't.
The order actually does matter quite a bit on anti-mage.
Oh,
because
I think Andy, I think the way that Radiant should approach fights is that Andy finds the Doom and instantly kills them before they can ult someone, and there's just no way Doom's
Although,
gonna survive
it is nice, but like actually, Shadowblade is pretty smart by Nike.
Well,
Yeah,
Whistleblade has
So
been
it's
used
pretty
against the Shrek top lane. And
Oh, yeah, look at
he
this.
used the Mana Blade to break
Oh.
the Lincolns, but job well done if they can kill him, and it seems like they
Actually,
will.
not taking very much damage, but he is eventually in the ball.
Keyword eventually.
Oh,
Supernova
wait,
has
think-
been used, and
Oh
Dead
my
is kept
God.
alive. It's
Oh.
just too much heal, and now Reed dies to the little shotgun. The adaptive strike.
Wow.
Huge save from
Okay.
Roughneck.
Bro's been going hard. He kind of got
Oh,
messed with in the early fights by Sky, but now he's been. This Phoenix has really avoided peril for a long
Yeah.
time and gotten a lot of good spells off.
I did just realize that Glimmer Cape is not actually that good against anti-mage with Mana Thirst because he gets. I mean, it's still good, but it's not as good because if you try to save somebody with no mana, it's just
It
guaranteed.
does
to
nothing.
save.
Yeah.
This is nice. They're looking for a pick off in the top lane or in the bot lane here, and
The
Deserted jumps
Shrek
in.
once again, hard kill to get, but if they get it, well, I guess they're just not going to get it. He'll turn a splitter to get
Ooh.
AM. AM's dying right now. He's forced to blink away, as is Sky Mage. They're going to pursue towards the
Sure.
Tri-Camp. Oracle ulti comes forward. Andy Bendy's blinking away. Dark Knight comes from the west side, gets silenced by Keshi. Keshi, it's absolutely blasted. AM will blink. AM will blink again. It's still retreat time, but Dark's pursuing. Breezy R turns himself into a rock and kicks himself away. Now Andy Mage gets hasted by Haste Rune. But again, you're losing heroes. You've lost Sky Mage. You still might lose that Earth Spirits. Maybe. He's very maneuverable, though. AM once again blinks into the river, looking to
I see
man fight.
them
Dark
like
will bring down Breezy R before that one happens. Now AM is still running, but he's stunned! I don't think he can kill him, but they'll certainly try. He blinks towards Roughneck.
Oh.
This blade is there, but it's split Earth!
says
Hit the Andy
Aegis.
Bendy, he loses one life, and now it's just Oracle,
They don't have
Tusk,
a
and
stun
AM
out of-
fighting in the 3v5. Reed will snowball kick away the Doombringer, but again, look at AM! AM's being jumped on by 4 different heroes trying to run away. I think he might be fast enough.
Fox got
I-
doomed.
You still
as
lose
well.
Oracle.
I kind of wish Andy had gone like the AC Lincolns and just tried to be like a complete rat on buildings. I think at this point he should transition his focus in the game to killing enemy buildings without dying.
I actually think the like complete 1v9er in this game is a Sedix cap on Deserted. It saved him like 3 times so
Yeah,
far.
yeah. It's a really yeah,
this-
yeah, you're right.
This is
It's-
also with the build that Andy has and what like the Heroes Dark has behind him and everything. Like this is the point in the game where Dark is actually not caring that
Oh,
much.
this is
if
a hero that can
100
actually.
mana.
Andy could wait. Andy could just blink at this guy and kill him. Oh, he is. Oh, I don't.
Already dead
win
Winrax,
this
so go in for
sure.
Dark. Dark will Manta. He now will
Oh,
Lotus Orb
oh, what
snowball
is Dark
towards the
doing?
fountain. He's been Lotus Orb snowball towards the fountain. He's tanking the fountain. And now he's out of mana. He's entirely out of mana
my-
on Dark.
Great try by Nikki, but not enough.
The Lotus
Oh
Orb
my God.
from whoever's Lotus Orb that was to
Look at
save the
Nikki
game.
TP. Nikki's such a gamer, bro. Oh my god.
Or the, I think it was Counterspell actually. The Counterspell saved it there.
Oh, and Andy
No,
does
no,
not
no, no.
find
He
Seven.
got-
Lotus?
yeah, Dark got Lotus Orbed by Nikki, and you can't break the
Oh.
snowball.
Yeah, no, because
Although-
I was saying what is Dark doing, but you can't choose to snowball, right? You have to just wait it out.
Yeah, but I actually think you can just waveform backwards out of it because you can cast spells during snowball.
That's huge heads up.
No,
play,
no,
though,
no,
from
because
Reed- from Reed to do
because
this.
you're gonna be. Can you watch their base? You're gonna be facing this direction, and you have to. You can't waveform back. Like if they immediately stun you, it's not possible. He could only waveform like this or something. Assuming that they had him properly facing like south, because you have to turn to waveform. It has a.
I think
I-
you can turn during snowball.
You
you can
can
cast-
you?
I believe so because you can throw shards backwards.
Hold that thought. Bottom lane, they're looking for Seb. Seb is mana
Oh,
void,
shit.
but he's still alive. They have not killed Seb. Snowball
He
will
has a
finally
banner.
blast it. But the trade is for Roshan's banner, so there's no longer a banner to keep the creeps alive. Buyback from Marcy. Desertable BKB running for it. Split everything on 3 different heroes. Supernova has been used. It will not be killed. Breeze Yar is now rolling away. They'll retreat temporarily, waiting for Supernova to end. And it has ended, but now it's once again a blink in by Reed. We'll find a kick on the
Ooh.
Supernova less Phoenix, I should say. He's punched up, kicked up, everything up by Reed. It's eventually one more kill. Problem is your Morphling is respawning in 10 seconds. And Roughneck once again has a buyback. He'll buy back into the game. They're working on the bottom set of Barracks.
Just doing Breezy R is really good here. I actually think. I mean, they do have saves, so you have to be careful. But I think just having Doom on Breezy is okay.
Here we go. The
Oh,
Hex
no!
will save Breezy for now. He'll roll further forward on Breezy R, though. This is very dangerous territory to be, and he's down the Earth Spirit. Meanwhile, Keshi is low, deserted. The Lotus, or Bloodstone, and this blades of Doom on the Tusk. It's a very spread out fight right here, right now. Seb has no mana. Doom is still fighting with the Tusk. Meanwhile, AM look for a new angle. Waveform in by Dark finds Keshi. Keshi is dead. AM will kill the wave mid lane. And now blink away from the Lesh and the Marcy. But again, this is heroes dying on the Royal Andy side.
I do
Yeah.
really wish that there was a Shivas on the Star side.
One thing. Oh, I'm 100% with you, bro. I think the fact that neither Doom nor Lesh have it is a little, or even Phoenix could queue it up right now. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't think. The refresh. Do I like the refresher?
I think it's fine. I would
Yeah.
maybe
It should be
I
Doom
would
or
maybe buy
Lesh.
Hex honestly. As Phoenix
Oh.
in this game state.
Yeah. I will say they have been getting really good eggs off, so I'm okay with the refresher. I'm kind of with you though that Hex is just OP late game against, I mean it's just OP late. It's just Hex is just Hex is Hex. I don't think we need to say more about
I
Hex.
was gonna say it's OP against heroes.
It's been good
Yeah.
every like basically every patch of Dota more or less. So
Yeah. I mean, there have been
Um,
occasional patches where it's just too out power creep like a Missile Blade, but in general, like 95% of patches, it's just
yeah,
it's
95%
good.
of patches it's a viable item at least, if not a very good item.
Yeah. Dark's pretty scary though. He's also getting your extra talents on Morph is generally quite nice.
Yeah. The one
specifically
downside,
the level
though-
10 is 15 MR is a lot.
Yeah. One big thing to note before this push into possible fight is neither dire supports have buyback, and we're 50 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Th-
The-
this very
the
well could be
tough
GG
tags
if
and-
they die
Yeah.
or if they get wiped.
Here we go from the back
Oh, Andy has a
side
good angle.
is
Andy has a
Andy
really good
Bendy
angle.
looking for the secret angle. He's invis right now with an invis rune. Is there a
flying
gem in the
ball.
dire? No, there is not. But there's sentry ward on the floor.
Oh.
He might walk into it.
He's-
He's
he's
close
right
to
on
it.
the edge of it.
He's
He's
checking,
right
he's
on the
checking,
edge
he's
of
using
it.
the wave to check.
He's still a
Oh,
secret
they broke
anti-mage
the
at
static
this
cap.
point,
That's
though.
a really big deal.
Here we go.
Oh,
They
they
see
found
Andy.
Andy.
They see Andy, but he blinks away. He blinks away in time. Meanwhile, Sev
And they
gets kicked
killed
into the
Sev.
Radiant base.
Oh, no.
Keshi blinks out. AM's blinking away as well as complete chaos again. Dark waveforms forward. He'll BKB out Morphling. BKB from Doom. They're pursuing. Templar Stomp hits both Tough and the Earth Spirit of Doom. It's there on Breezyard. Where's Animage? Where's Animage? He'll blink in. Missile Blading Roughneck. Mana Blade brings Phoenix down. So time back on the Phoenix. Now they'll move to perhaps more. But the trade is for
Oh my
Keshi.
God.
Keshi
He's going
buys
into the
back.
base
AM
on
blinks in looking for
Nikki.
Morphling. Morphling will Satanic. Man fighting AM. AM will make the dodge. That's split Earth. And now Nikki's in the fountain because it's Reed. It's absolute chaos again. Melorax die bottom lane. The Ward looking for vengeance. Deserted TPs. It will end up barely working. But the move to
Oh,
Dark.
Andy catches
Dark's got absolutely
Yeah.
no mana. Has absolutely no life. 4 dead on the Dire side. And as Jim mentioned, both supports have no buyback.
What an absolutely clutch Manta dodge by Andy, by the way. He was 100% dead if he did not get that. I mean, maybe there was an Oracle ult that was ready. I don't think
There
there
was
was any.
not. There
There
definitely
was
was
not.
not.
Yeah.
Oracle was
And
distracted.
also, Nikki's Lotus Orb has honestly, I think, done more harm than it's done good because it sent like Dark into the fountain once, and then that last fight, Nikki didn't get kicked into the fountain. She got snowballed into the fountain.
Oh,
And-
I didn't even notice that part of the fight. I was
Andy bought a
like, I was
rapier,
too locked in
so-
on Andy. Andy bought what? A
A
rapier?
rapier.
Fuck it.
Alright,
YOLO, bro.
yeah.
Fuck
I
it,
mean,
YOLO.
might as well.
Yeah.
You know there's no buyback for 35
Okay,
seconds. You
one
have a
thing
window.
is, Oracle needs to hide and be ready to save Andy because if Morphling gets a rapier, the game's over.
Deserted gets jumped. He's kicked
Oh,
away. Here's your
he's so strong,
buybacks,
though.
but it's too
He has
late.
the axe.
He's BKB.
He
He's
can
trying to
live, he can
live,
live.
and he's still alive actually. And now
They get
Deserted will
double
leave
buyback
his
on
base.
Dire.
Split Earth misses.
Yeah.
We're,
They're not
we're
gonna get
retreating.
anything for this on Dire. This is
And-
really bad.
Andy ate a moon shard, by the way, so he actually doesn't
Oh.
have buyback. If,
No,
like,
no,
I
but
mean, I'll-
Roche is up. They can
Yeah,
go Roche
okay.
and he can slot out his blink, or
Yeah,
he can
yeah.
slot out his.
Or his
he can
ba-
slot
his
out Battle Fury. He can slot out Battle Fury.
As
Oh, they
easy.
should go Roche on. Oh my God, guys, go Roche on.
We're not going Roche. It's a 5v5 fight at the Dire base, bottom
This is a
lane.
big mistake.
They
Blink
don't have-
in. Christian, blink away. My bad on the direction on that one. And we're once again leaving.
Okay,
Are
now
they
they're
going for
walking
it?
backwards.
No, no
Andy-
one's pinged it.
Andy-
No one's pinged it. I think they're just walking
Andy
back.
took the wisdom rune.
At level 30. Yeah.
I mean, which is good, but it's like funny. You don't see that
Oh, yeah.
either.
Okay, Andy's checking it. Andy's checking it. His team is not really setting a vision for it though. This could be either. Okay, the game's gonna. I
They're
think the game's
smoked
gonna
as
be decided
5.
either
They're
way here.
smoked as 5. Roshan roars. Both teams are
Hey,
aware. The
he's
scan
getting nine.
perfectly
TP'd away.
hits.
Keshi TP'd away. Keshi's top. Keshi's not
So
here.
no Keshi. AM
He
will
showed
leave
too, he
the
showed.
pits.
Oh,
Here we
no.
go. We are hunting. Dire into the Roshan pit. Meanwhile, Sev looks for Breezyar. Breezyar rolls away once again. Good to see you as a doom. Ready to go. Looking for Oracle. Oracle
Ooh.
is saved for time. With drinking buddy. Snowball forward. Big use from the Dire heroes. Wait for him in by Dark. Finds a nobody. AM looks to the backlines once again, but Fox has been caught. The blink away during the
Fox
Oracle
has
ulti, but
overskilled.
will it be a kill?
Yeah.
Perhaps it might be. Perhaps it won't
No,
be.
Fox is fine.
Fox has too much healing. So nobody's dead. Both teams blow some BKBs and spells. Reed, vicious for a kick, finds it on Sev. Sev once again, this time has no BKB. He's punched up by the Tusk. Blink in by Deserve Sev. Once again, the dieback. And now it's a roll.
this is
to the
really
west side
tough.
from Breezyar. Meanwhile, Andy blinks in,
Iron
looking for
Kid
Phoenix. Phoenix is grabbed with the save. They keep him alive, and Andy's so low. He's dead.
No,
Right
he's
here
not
on the
buyback.
floor. Snowball stuns 3 AM has the buyback. Breezyar's been doomed. He's dropping. He cannot fight. He's simply dead. Wait for him in by Dark. Misses, but it matters not. Rapier, where's the rapier? It's in the hands of the Shrek.
Lush. And this is the. I mean, it's not even bad anymore because now you can make this be the magic.
Keshi
Yeah, yeah.
tried to go for a miracle play. It did
It's
not
true.
work. It's over.
Oh, it's over.
It's over. Yeah.
That's 2 diebacks. Well,
Yeah.
technically not a dieback on AM, but no AM, no Sky Mage. You're playing 4v3 upper rapier.
It's really illegal, I think, for Breezyar to be 54 minutes into a game as Earth Spirit and not have BKB. I really wish that he had it.
BKB, Wind Waker, E-Blade, anything. Anything. Ay. Well, here we go. We're headed to the throne, understandably.
They're gonna try to throw some.
AM is alive at 43. Morphling has been kicked, but he waveforms away. Reed's half HP running. 1 tier 4 dies. Roll in by Breezyar into the Earth Spirit ulti. He's
The
keeping
Magnetize
Magnetize
is a
on.
big deal.
Radiant Glyph.
This is
Dire,
undispellable.
they're being chipped right now. Silence is there against 3. Breezy is trying to save the game. In comes Roof from Oracle. Kick is there onto the Doombringers while Doom BKB.
Oh, he
Deserted
waits
BKB.
like
Supernova has been used by Roughneck. Mickey's half HP. Deserted is half HP. Look at the throne. It's under assault. Both tier 4s are dead. Dark is hitting. Deserted is hitting. Throne's half HP. Rolling by Breezy looks for Dark. Dark will Satanic to heal. Throne's 1/3 HP.
Oh,
There's
8
one more
seconds
Supernova
for
from
Andy.
Roughneck.
Dark's
Into the
trying.
Throne once again. Now 1/3 HP. A 1/4 HP. It's dropping. And there's no HP. Game
Oh
2
my
goes. The 4 Pisces
God.
plus Serbian. We have a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, honestly, a great game too. You know, at least Andy's team lost to the Sev Nikki team. You know, it's like, yeah, yeah.
Wow, that was a banger.
Yeah, I want to say
I
think that
really also don't think that Andy should have sold or should have bought out for a Moonshard. I feel like that's not
no,
efficient
I
enough
don't.
net worth.
I don't think this will. If you wanted to buy out for something, you should sell your Battle Fury and buy BKB, right? There's
Yeah.
or even like a Wind Waker or Lincoln's for Doom, I guess. Like
Mhm.
I think that when you have a Battle Fury in your inventory, buying out does or like selling out for Moonshard doesn't make a lot of sense. I think arguably keeping your Moonshard in slot over the Battle Fury is also better. Not to blame.
Yeah. Oh, that was a sick game
Shit.
though.
That was a sick game.
I mean, if there's gonna be a series that has a game like that, it's got to be Seb versus Andy, right? That's like I feel like it was
Yeah.
destiny that a game turns out that way.
That's a crazy game too.
That was a crazy game.
Thanks for coming on tonight, guys. Thanks, Jim, for joining us. Do you have any final words? Call out, shout, say that people legal ads, Jim.
Not GG's. It was a good game it was a good series, fun game to watch. I got nothing to say but GG's.
Cool. And then thanks for coming on tonight, Rojo Fire Flu. Do you have any final words, call outs, shouts to say to the people of legal ads?
Free Xiaopeng.
Free Xiaopeng, bro.
Mine is Badger. If you want me to cast your games, cast your tournaments, contact me over on Discord, Badger Pablo on Discord, or over on twitter.com/BadgerDota2. As always, to the viewers, thank you for watching. Always good to have people in the chat talking, which is always fun. Congratulations to both teams on their 1-game win. Of course, both ended up with a 1-1 draw, Royal Andy and 4 Pisces plus Serbian. But as always, thank you for watching, and have a great night.